really, really bad pie. I mean,
No, I didn't
you
say
have
that. You
followed
said
that
that.
question.
By the way,
There
before
was
you all say
nothing else.
something, before anyone says anything they might not want to, we're live.
Oh,
Hi.
yeah. So,
Zarkon
no
literally
regrets. No
Yes,
regrets.
throwing his warhammer at Ralph, so he didn't know.
Well, at least I didn't get that part about how much you all hated Christopher and Charlie.
What?
Yeah, why? We definitely wouldn't want that live.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
we love you.
Yeah, of course. All right, for everyone who's been paying attention through our nonsense, we actually do have a viewer.
Hi, Charles.
Hi, Charles.
Hi, Charles.
It might not be Charles, actually, because I think Eric said he was going to watch, so it might be him.
Hi, Eric. Hi, Eric.
Hi, whoever it is.
Yeah, it could even be one of us on the sly.
Or Typo.
Or
Chapo.
whomever's there. I am Ty Johnston. I'm a dungeon master tonight in a game of 5th edition's Dungeons and Dragons for the Unnamed Adventurers Guild. If you want to play D&D online or 5th edition D&D online, look up the Unnamed Adventurers Guild over at Facebook. And for the game tonight, I've currently got 6 players with their characters, and I will allow them to introduce themselves. And I will start with Will.
Nobody ever starts with me.
Yeah, because you're bad luck.
Okay. Screw it. Will didn't pop in. We're going to start with Zach.
Yeah. I'm Zach. I play level 6 Hill Dwarf Bard named Zarkon. And he has shit luck. Because he was meta cursed.
And now I'll go with Will.
My name is Will. I'll be playing Jebediah, a blade-singing half-drow bent on world domination.
And
Wait a second. When did that happen?
Yesterday.
He's not joking.
No, actually, I don't think I'm joking anymore.
Wouldn't that make your
Did he
character
take a
evil,
deal with
though?
the demon?
That's fine. Let's keep going.
Demon Smith.
It wouldn't necessarily be
How
evil.
he does it.
You could set out for world domination with good intentions.
Yeah.
But Neverland
It never ends up
Well,
well.
Well,
regardless.
Hitler had good intentions for himself, you know?
Oh my god, nobody cares about Hitler.
Who was Hitler?
what?
Wait a second. Did the German in our group bring up Hitler?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. That's my job.
Yes.
That's
Yes, she
literally
did.
my job.
Was Hitler some kind of pie chef?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he was.
Yes.
Like Rob.
You can still find Hitler biscuits in the frozen food section of your local
He
grocery.
was actually a vegetarian. Just
Actually,
out
he
there.
liked baking things because he built ovens all over Germany.
Yeah,
So just what-
Autobahn, too.
and he only used renewable resources.
I'm Matt. I'm playing Adrin, the mercenary. So
I was actually going to call on Matt next. Next, I'll call on Alex.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm Alex. I'll be playing Delanos Oros, a multi-class caster of cleric, a wizard, and druid. And yeah, he's on the pursuit for magic again. He's been stopped practicing it while he was working with the summer court for a long time, but he's forgotten more than he can remember, and he's trying to get back into the swing of things of living the human life.
And next, Dan.
Hello, my name is Dan. Today I will be playing the part of Vexed Agito, a 3rd level Protector Asamar Celestial Warlock. She's all about motion and lack thereof. And she believes through teamwork and unity, we can all survive and find happiness. She'd be happy to introduce you to her patron if you'd like to learn a thing or two about being a warlock.
What race is she?
Protector Asamar.
Oh, I don't know what that is. I'm too inexperienced to know.
Basically, half angel type.
Fantastic.
Half celestial.
And last, but far from least, former
You
member,
know it.
former member of the Hitler Youth,
Yep, you know it.
Sandra.
That's me. I am. My name's Sandra. I'm going to be playing Remus. He's a high elf, like a high elf archer, and he has recently gotten more stupid, dumber, and he's trying to
He also got a girlfriend.
yeah, he does have a girlfriend now. And he's trying to actually hit something with his arrows. Like if they hit, that hurts, but if not, that's too bad, and that happens way too often still. So he's still working on this and trying to be a good person. And he's really sick of being swallowed whole. He's still not really over this experience. So.
Does that happen a lot?
That happens a lot to my characters, at least.
Well,
Especially-
you know,
I'm so sorry.
maybe you should stay out of those districts because that's bad.
I mean, the districts come literally to me. There's nothing I can do.
Oh, boo-hoo. Scribe feels sorry for you.
Scribe's dead.
I'm sorry.
Well, I guess
Not
at least
really, though.
Scribe's soul isn't eaten.
Oh, that's true.
Aw.
That's true. All right. For simplicity's sake, all of you all are at the main guild hall in Illumina. Or if you're not, you get messages asking you to come to the guild hall in Illumina. And you're going to go because I'm the dungeon master and I say so.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm not going outside. There's an Archdevil in there.
All right, so Scribe's soul contacts me and tells me to go to the guild. I'm on my way.
That's fine. And we'll say look in the mattress upstairs, third one on the left.
Okay. I will.
I wink at the soul.
Okay. And you've received a message. Some of you, maybe even most of you, have probably done this before. It's a messenger brings a note from the wizard Teluthius. He's a powerful mage who lives in the northern part, nicer part of town in Illumina. For those of you who've not done so before, Teluthius has a magic mirror. He sends folks through the mirror to investigate worlds beyond. And
Oh,
recently,
yes.
Teluthius has been sending people to a place that has become to be known as the Maze. To metagame, it basically seems to be a large meta dungeon or of some kind or other, sort of. And his mirror is powered up and ready to send another group through to the maze if anyone would like to come and do so.
I love mazes. Let's go.
That is amazing.
I
P-
enjoy myself.
Lord.
in Labyrinth.
P.S. Do some of you have your Tony tickets?
I do.
I do.
Me and
Okay.
Remus have ours.
Tiny Tony
I think
ticket.
Jeb had one at one time.
We're gonna have
Still
to listen to Remus talking to the
Still
mirror.
Okay.
I have to
So,
listen to Remus in the mirror again.
Oh, well, you only need one Tony ticket, but as long as some of you have some. Is there anything you want to do? Or are you heading straight towards Seluthius's, or you gonna do
unless
something
somebody-
else?
I need to buy potions unless somebody can give me some.
I went
You bet.
and bought 2 more healing potions.
Nope.
I checked the mattress.
I
Do
want to
you
buy
really?
more potions.
Do you really?
Sure, why not?
The mattress is lumpy and heavy, but it's sewed shut.
All right, and it's stained? Okay, I'm good.
It's not stained, actually. It's actually a very clean mattress.
Burn it.
I'll keep that in mind for later.
Okay.
Fair
Burn it
enough.
with fire.
If you bump it with a knee or anything, it jingles a little bit. Actually, it jingles a whole lot. But okay.
I wonder what's in there.
Throwing darts.
Yeah.
Find out. Jebediah will cut it open.
Oh, does Jeb? What did you see?
Oh, why would you cut a
Oh, were you
perfectly good
following me?
mattress?
No,
Ah.
I'm just messing around.
Okay.
But I mean a stalker.
God, Scribe's not even been dead 24 hours yet. You've already stripped all the magic items off the body, and now you're wanting to empty her bank account out.
Hey, Jebediah did give him a proper burial, so
In a bowl?
oh no.
He was a butthole.
He
Okay.
was.
Let's move on.
Anyhow,
Anyhow, for anyone who wants to buy healing potions, you can find some for sale on the streets of Lumina.
I do.
Prices have returned to normal. They are 50 gold pieces each.
How many do they have?
Minus 10%.
No,
No.
Remus. No, you can't buy all of the healing potions.
I can buy some.
The first
You're not my real mom.
the first guy you go to has 2.
I buy them. Because I'm not letting Remus buy them.
You said it first, so he'll sell them to you.
The second guy?
The second guy has 5.
I buy them.
I'd buy all of them.
Too late. I don't care how much they cost. I buy them all.
They're 50
Yeah.
gold each.
Yeah, I'll buy 60, like for 60. I put him extra. I'll pay him extra.
He's like, you're paying 60 gold each?
Sure.
The guy looks at Jeb. He's like,
Here we go again.
she's offering 60 each.
They're just regular healing potions?
Yeah, they're just regular potions of healing.
75.
The guy will look back at Remus.
Sure.
I have
Go ahead. They're all yours.
Awesome. No potions of healing for you.
Well,
Oh.
I still have 14, so.
Oh, good lord.
wow, that's so many potions.
I know, but I need to stock up again.
Well, Scribe had 5.
Yeah,
the
but
Supreme
but
Healing
Jeb took the Supreme one, and now he's buying all 5 of them. So, have it your way.
Okay.
Yeah, can I buy a potion from you?
Do what?
I buy-
Zarkon?
Yeah.
That will cost Jeb 450 gold pieces then for 5 healing potions. All right. Is anyone going to buy anything else in town?
75 times
anymore.
5 is 375, not 450.
The guy had his math wrong.
Give him
He's-
450.
He said 450.
He needs
but-
to get educated.
Are there any more healing potions left in the city?
They're restocking.
You can find 4 more.
I'd like to buy 2.
Don't bother, Zarkon.
No.
Yeah, you're gonna die anyways.
Jebediah is going to give 2 healing potions to Zarkon, 2 healing potions to... Who's DH playing? I'm sorry, I don't know your character's name.
Vexed.
Vexed?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so
With a
2
D?
healing potions to Vexed.
I just doubled my healing potions.
Can you spell it? DEX, right?
I put it in the chat.
Thank you.
EEXED.
Okay, so the last healing potion he will give to Delanos.
Why? I already have 4.
Okay, fine. He'll keep it then.
I buy the 4 healing potions for 200 gold.
Okay. You can have them.
Yeah, so that brings me up to 10.
And now the city is currently out of healing potions.
Ain't that-
Very good.
They
After
could have
this.
used them, save
But
some
there's plenty
people.
of room to go around, so there you go.
Because every healing potion in the city is currently on the 6 of you.
I'm not feeling bad. I didn't buy any.
Out of those 10, I've only bought 4 of those. All the rest were given to me. And I just
Okay.
bought 10. I just bought 4.
As you guys pass hovels of people who've been burned out of their homes and they're poor and diseased and sick and hurt and wounded, just know you have the only healing potions left in the city. But that's just what you see on the way to the House of Teluthius, which is a big 2-story place in a corner with a tower at the corner in a nice part of town. And none of those people passing you, they don't care about poor, sick people either.
Yeah. Well, there's a
right.
dwarven cleric running around fixing things up, so you'll eventually get to them.
Okay.
Sure.
Does anyone?
Even I don't know where Harbeck is at the moment.
How many? How many? Well, like how many people did we pass? What? And dead bodies? Something?
Not dead
Doesn't matter.
bodies.
No, that most of them are dead.
In the southern part of town, you pass like lots of sick people and injured people
so
and wounded people.
Sick how?
That's just the That's just the fourth side of
Mostly
town.
just simple malnourishment.
Well, it's starting to get cold, so they might actually have a flu.
No, that and exposure, that kind of illness.
Well, I guess if there was that big sex orgy, there must have been a lot of exposure.
There
that was only at the center of town.
There's a case of syphilis going around also for that.
Is
matter.
there? So, is it possible to wish for a tactical nuclear warhead to strike Illumina?
No.
No, that doesn't exist.
If that's what you want to wish for, we can do it, and I will change tonight's adventure.
That's technically called Meteor Swarm, and Pincus does have a scroll.
Oh, no. I wouldn't make it that simple.
Yeah, no, there would be, I'm sure, radiation and fallout and real sickness and zombies and that kind of stuff.
I would not even make it that simple.
Hey guys, isn't there a maze we're supposed to find or something?
Oh, yeah.
Page
So
seven.
how many sick people have we passed?
Probably a dozen.
A dozen?
Yeah.
Jebediah is going to press a gold coin into each one of their hands and tell them to go get something to eat.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. Of course, some of them could have just been fakers.
Well, they could have been, but if it actually helps the ones who aren't.
I'm so hungry, Jeb.
I just want you to know, in the lowest level of the hell, there is a pit fiend whose name is thermonuclear warhead. So
Awesome.
yes.
So that is an actual option.
All right,
keep
you
that in mind.
You all are at the House of Teleuthius.
Jeb will knock on the door.
The door instantly opens. It's a red
Hello.
dragonborn in robes.
Hey, can we
Oh.
come in? Let's just skip all the courtesies and
Yeah,
go.
you people
Yeah.
again. Follow me down to the basement.
Yeah, you know the drill.
So the red dragonborn takes you down to the basement. There's Teleuthius sitting next to a chair. He's reading a book, drinking some tea. He's an old man, very cliched wizard, long robes, pointy hat. There's a large, like, gigantic mirror there on the wall. You all can see yourselves in it. And he stands up and says, you're back again. I so enjoy these little adventures and reading about what you discover afterwards.
As
Every
do
time
we.
so far, Lucius.
So, he reaches over and flips up an iron bar that's sticking out of the wall, a lever, and the mirror starts glowing. It's like, are all of you ready to jump through?
Yes, and I'm gonna say something.
Oh, hold on. I got to give each of you your copper coins. Or copper rings. He gives each of you a copper ring to wear and says, remember, you can't get back through if you don't have that copper ring on.
Gotcha. So, I've been thinking about this a long time. So here goes. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Make everything in the maze really, really tall.
You've been thinking that up for a very long time?
Yeah, that actually took me like 2 days.
Wow.
Okay. Well, after the mirror started glowing, you can see through the mirror. You're no longer seeing yourselves now, and you see a hallway in the maze that you've seen before. Stone floor, brick walls, ceiling, torches along the walls. At first, it looks normal, and then it starts expanding and getting taller and getting thinner, like you're at a carnival in the Mirror Palace, looking at, and everything in there seems to get stretched out.
God, I love this mirror.
Jebediah is going to look at the mirror and go, mirror, mirror in front of Jeb, smack Remus upside the head.
It doesn't listen to you.
What are you two babbling about? Can we just get moving?
No, we cannot.
A metallic-looking pseudopod comes out of the mirror and takes a swing at Remus's head. Remus, does a 14 hit you?
Nope.
Okay. Then the pseudopod withdraws into the mirror.
Jebediah will take the copper ring and will kind of chuckle and wink and step through the mirror.
Yeah, that's gay.
Is everyone going through the mirror?
Sure.
Vexed, we should probably stick together. These people seem like they're all crazy.
They do seem kind of crazy. Is that what being high level does to you? I mean,
Maybe.
whatever high level is.
No.
Before
no,
I go
actually,
through, I say, mirror, mirror in front of me, please stop listening to Remus, please.
Okay. Nothing seems to happen, but you got it out.
I go through the
All
mirror.
Okay. You all pop out in the hallway on the other side, and there's the mirror floating in the air behind you.
Oh, what you got?
For those of you who were here last time, as far as you can tell, this appears to be about the same place in the hallway you were last time. However, the door that went into the cavern where the Driders were, it's not there. There's no door at all.
Mm.
There's just a wall, like it's been erased.
I've seen this before. It happened with the cultists the first time we were here. And Jebediah will kind of trace the outline of where the door was and, kind of push a little bit.
Nothing happens. It appears to just be a solid wall.
Yeah, Jebediah will nod at this and he'll look at the rest and say, "Come, let us go."
Yeah, Zarkon heads forward.
Dark here?
No, there are torches along the wall, at least in this place.
Okay.
About every 10 feet or so, there's a sconce with a torch on both sides of the wall. So there's actually pretty good light here. Are you guys going back the way you had been before?
No,
Just around
Jebediah is
again?
heading
We're on a
deeper.
new place.
Yeah, we're going
Okay.
deeper into the maze.
Okay. You get a little further. You get a little further along, about 60 feet or so from where you think you fought the Driders, and you come to a T intersection. It goes right and it goes left.
This is new.
Left, it appears to go into darkness. Right, there are still torches along the wall, and you can see it goes about 30 feet, and then there are more stairs going down.
Can I cast Eldritch Blast to the left?
You can.
See how far it is until the wall. Do you want me to roll attack for that?
No, you don't have to do it. I won't make you do that. You can do it. It doesn't seem like it's very far. Maybe 60 feet. Some of you can probably even see in the darkness that far.
Oh yeah, I have dark vision. I can see through there. Is anything down there?
It turns to the left. It ends at a wall, and then there's a turn to the left down there.
Hmm.
I never really cared for left turns that much.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
glad you
but-
guys can see that far.
Being with these guys, he points to Remus and Jeb. We've had to go through every single door so far, so I doubt they're going to pass up on this one.
Yep, that like we paid for this kind of. That's why we have the Tiny Tony tickets for. Like that's
didn't-
the whole amusement here, isn't it? That's
It's up
why
to-
we're doing this.
It's up to you
Zarkon just
guys.
wants to see
I
deeper
mean,
in the map.
behind the store could be like huge treasure, like
Well, like
it
last
could
time,
it could be huge. Yeah, last time was huge.
like a hail
they
of
were big
arrows.
spiders. They were like
Pattern, may you point your sword towards me?
Pardon me?
May you point your sword towards me,
Why?
so I can put light spell on it, so I can see where you're going, cause I can't see shit.
Oh, he's right there. I point at him.
Oh my god! Don't scare me like that.
Well, it's up to you guys whether you're going right down the stairs or left into the darkness.
I pull out my longsword.
And I'll cast
Pretty sure
light,
we're going left into darkness.
touch the tip of it with my staff.
I am for darkness.
We know you are.
Yes, but I can't see.
I know. There's nothing I can do. Remus and Jebediah.
Well, I'm just saying here, like you guys can say different, and then we'll have like a vote or something, and then we'll do whatever the most authority person does say.
We could
Okay,
even
so
Can't speak.
the stairs that go down to the third level, I guess it would be, are to the right, and then there's darkness off to the left,
Yes.
and then about far enough down that we can still see it turns to the left as well.
Yes. It turns to the
So
left
dark
after about
vision.
60 feet.
Jebediah is going to walk down to the left-hand side.
Right?
Uh,
That was for
okay.
left too. I followed Jeb.
Okay. Jeb gets down there in the darkness, and where it turns left, it goes about 30 more feet, and then there's another left-hand turn.
Hmm. Interesting.
Is everyone going with them, or is it just Jeb
Yeah.
and Remus?
Wait, how far is that? That means
Yeah.
he's going to turn right back into the wall.
I'm standing at the crossroads watching them go left with my mouth kind of hanging open going, oh my goodness, I told them they shouldn't go left.
I probably just watched too. I might like wander in like 30 feet, but I'm not
Then
following Dev all the way.
I yell back at Vex. Then turn around and go right.
Yeah, split the party up in the maze. That's always a good idea.
Yeah.
Don't do that,
Instead
Dev.
of turning left, face the opposite way and go right.
Yeah, be
Oh,
an
I see what he's-
independent
I see what he's saying.
person.
Face back the way you came, and then it would be to the right. Yeah.
So walk
Oh.
backwards is what he's saying.
Okay, so Jeb and Remus, you see about another 30 feet in front of you, and then it turns left again.
Jebediah will check for traps on the corridor, and then he will proceed forward.
Hey Jeb, do you think we're going in a circle?
No.
You do not detect any traps, and you get down to the at 30 feet at the end, where it turns left yet again. And this time it only goes about 10 feet, and then it appears to be a dead end. It just stops.
Hmm.
Jebediah will proceed forward cautiously, searching for traps, and also for any sort of door that might be there.
I will
Sauron
assist
send a
him.
message to Jebediah and ask what he sees.
Not that he needs it, but I will assist him. And you're not with us, are you?
No, I'm saying a message. The message spell. Cantrip.
So Jeb, give me a perception roll with
Advantage because I'm
with
helping him.
advantage. Yeah.
29.
Not that you need it, but here too, you know.
What is Jeb's Arcana?
Plus 13.
Okay. You do not find like a traditional hidden door, and you do not find any traps, but you are pretty sure that the wall at the end of this 10-foot section has some kind of magic, fairly powerful magic around it. Now, whether you touch it or something like that, that's up to you.
What do you see, Jebediah?
Oh, I don't know.
Jebediah will pull a steel ball bearing from his pack and will cast light on it,
Okay.
and then he will somewhat forcefully roll it into the wall to see what happens.
What are you doing? That's just a wall. I mean, have you never seen a wall before?
Shut up, Beavis.
Yeah, but what?
The wall instantly glows around its edges,
Holy shit, how do you know that?
and then a line of light appears down the middle of it, and then the door opens up from the middle, like Star Trek doors sliding or elevator doors sliding apart.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's fucking amazing. I knew this was going to be great.
Will Jebediah respond to Zarkon's message or no?
What's the range on it? We're like 60 and then 30. We're like
120.
120 feet away?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's around corners. I mean, as the
It doesn't
bird
even-
flies, you're probably not, 30 feet, 40 feet away.
Oh, okay.
What-
I was like, I don't even know what the range of that spell is. Jebediah will respond. Found a door.
I'll tell the other guys. There's the door back there. Do you want to go?
And through the door, you see a rather large room. There is a it's everything seems to be made of ceramic tiles. There is a large, well, basically a gigantic pool in front of you. It's about 5 feet from the door. This pool is about 50 feet wide and about 100 feet long. There is a 5-foot walkway tiled all the way around it. The pool itself is appears to be tiled. The light is magical, coming from the ceiling, which is about 20 feet up, and about
I
50
should have
feet.
asked if I could copy a lightning bolt before we went through the mirror.
Oh,
That's just making a comment.
and
We're probably fighting something aquatic.
and 50 feet out in the middle of the pool, there is something under the water. There, something kind of dark.
Is there smoke on the water?
Well, shit.
There is not smoke on the water.
Oh, I just wanted to use the phrase of the song.
Darkon will start heading towards the door and telling into the people behind him, well, we might as well go, guys. They're not going to stop now.
Okay.
Do you see anything in there, Jib? I mean, we
Yes.
found the door. What's in there?
I don't know. There's
Well-
something in the water over there.
We can throw something in there. I can walk on water.
Go
What's-
walk on the water so that you can see what it is.
What's Jeb's passive perception?
His passive perception is 22.
The thing that's under the water that appears to be dark is roughly, as far as you can tell, shaped kind of like a trunk or a chest.
A trunk or a chest?
Yeah.
It's an elephant.
And there are steps in front of you that go down into the pool. And here near you, it looks like the pool is about 5 feet deep, but you would guess further out it's more like 10 feet deep.
Oh,
I am going
that's
to...
a lot of water. It's kind of weird.
I will start walking on the water.
You start walking on the water.
Yeah.
What?
Before
Huh?
anyone starts going into the water, I'm going to ask them to not do that, and I am going to ritual cast water breathing.
Okay, then I'll just
The
freeze.
spell affects up to 10 people.
Okay. You spend 10 minutes and you cast water breathing.
I might as well join him and simultaneously cast Detect Magic. I know this is a magical place, but let's see if there's any other auras in here.
Blinded by the light.
Decide if we want to send somebody in there invisible again.
Ramus.
Yeah.
Send Ramus in.
Rena,
I'm not invisible. I can
Super
see myself.
stealthy.
I'm not super stealthy. Like, I can try, but
See yourself, Remus. When you're invisible, you can see yourself.
oh, so I'm invisible right now?
Yes.
No. No.
Wait, yes or no? Now I'm confused.
Awesome. I can see invisible too then.
Oh my god, we're all invisible? Why are we stealthing then, or trying to?
Delanos,
Why?
Delanos, since you cast Detect Magic, you definitely pick up magic in the doorway, and there's magic in the ceiling. But actually, you do not pick up magic on the floor or actually in the pool. But keep in mind, your Detect Magic only goes out 30 feet also. It won't go all the way out to the thing that's under the water.
I'm just looking around, and I said, well, it isn't around me immediately, and I said, there's nothing around me that the water isn't magical, so hopefully it's not acid.
Oh yeah, I haven't thought about that.
I'm just gonna kind of stick the bottom of my wooden staff into the water.
Give me a perception roll.
Darkon will cast invisibility on himself at this point.
Okay. Okay. You're
I rolled
invisible.
my nat 1, classic nat 1.
Okay, you pull your staff back. It seems to be okay. It's not smoking or anything.
Yeah, okay. Seems fine. I mean, It's definitely not gelatinous ooze, or it would have pulled me in.
Well, so
Well,
are we
yeah.
gonna inspect it now, or do we just like stand here and talk about how beautiful this water is?
You can go
I
for
mean-
a swim if you like.
Well,
I can walk on it, like this famous person who did wonders.
all right, somebody's got to move forward. I'm going to go ahead. I start walking down the path. I sense any danger, and I don't think there's any. I'm going to walk across.
I'm
Alright,
gonna walk right next to him.
Okay. So Delanos can walk across water?
No, I thought there was a path.
No, there is not.
No,
There's
I
a-
can walk on water.
There's a path around the pool, not through the
Oh,
pool.
I go around. I'll go around. I don't
Okay.
sense any danger.
I'll kind of follow behind him. I'll follow like 5 feet behind him.
Okay.
I step 5 feet in on the water.
Okay. What ability, or how do you have an ability to let you walk on the water?
Ring of water walking.
Okay.
You have to use it first.
Oh, well, I'm assuming that just happens. I've never used that item, so.
I think you have to use it first. Let's get over real quick.
What do
I
you-
don't. No. While wearing this ring, you can stand and move across any liquid surface as if it were solid ground.
Okay.
No, you don't have to
You're
activate
lucky.
it.
You're lucky.
Okay. You start walking across it.
No, 5 feet. 5 feet. I'll just go like 2 steps forward and see what happens because I've never used this before. So I'll just kind of trust the magic that I don't understand.
Everyone, give me perception rolls.
Do I have to keep my one?
No, you can roll a new one.
17.
I got 5.
Not a double
28.
fail Zarkon yet.
Yeah, anyone who gets like a 12 and above. Sorry, Delanos. Yeah, what kind of footwear is Remus wearing?
12.
Just normal boots.
Okay, your boots are starting to smoke a little bit.
Yeah, I walk back.
Okay. You
Do
notice?
my feet feel warm though? Like, do they feel warm?
No, not like heat warm. No, but your boots have taken a little bit of damage. Not enough to like ruin them. You weren't out there very long.
Are there any like pillars in this place, or is it just wide open area?
It's
I'll
wide open area.
Why is
I'll
it always
take-
wide open area? Why isn't every damn pillar?
I'll take off one boot like once I'm far away from the water, so I'm not standing on the water anymore. To be clear, and like I'll examine it. I'm like, holy hell, that is like some weird water.
Yeah, like something
Like,
was eating at the bottom of the boot.
does anyone know who does this, or what it does, or what just happened? And I show my boot around.
Could be acid.
I think goats sometimes eat boots.
Let's eat anything.
I don't see goats in there though.
They're invisible liquid goats.
That's what I'm talking about.
Sounds about right.
Invisible boot-eating liquid goats.
That sounds like a Jubei game now.
Who knows? Jubei could. You don't know who management is for the maze. It could be Jubei.
It's true.
So,
He's,
what do you
he's
guys
not
want?
wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
You
You could leave.
I'll continue walking.
Okay, you guys can walk all the way around. Nothing changes. I mean, there is a 5-foot walkway all the way around the pool. Like I said, from the entrance, it's 50 feet wide and 100 feet long.
Hmm.
Let me see. From the sides, you would be closer to this thing that's in the center of the bottom of the pool. From the sides, you would only be 25 feet from it.
Can we reroll perception or investigation?
Yeah, you can do that if you want to.
Which one?
Whichever one you want. I'll let you do either one.
I'll roll investigation then. Wait, it doesn't matter. I'm proficient in both.
I disconnected. So what's happening?
Is anybody I'm with?
Not a whole lot. Oh,
Is either wait? Who am I with again? Alex's character.
yeah.
Are they proficient in perception or investigation?
No.
Give me advantage.
No.
No.
Okay.
I don't know what's my computer disconnected and I.
Remus walked out on the water like 5 feet, and her boots started smoking, or his boots started smoking. So he came back and inspected his boots.
I only got 15. It doesn't matter.
Well, 15's not that bad actually. From the side, you're closer. It looks like it's a black iron treasure chest.
How deep does it look like it is?
Your best guess would be about 10 feet.
Okay, I am going to try to Eldritch Blast it and use Grasp of Hadar.
Okay, to pull it towards you.
Yes, exactly. So Eldritch Blast, that would be a 23 to hit.
Okay, you definitely hit it. And how much damage do you do?
All of 6 points of damage as it would pull it towards me.
Okay, it pulls it 10 feet closer to the side. And as soon as it does that, it does move the 10 feet closer to you. Suddenly,
Chest breaks.
No, you don't see that happen, but all the lights in the room go out.
Whoops.
Bummer.
And getting a better look at it as it moves closer, does it still look like it's this iron chest?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Hey guys, I pulled the chest a little bit closer.
And now it's dark in here except for...
I'm the only... So I turn a light on my wooden staff.
Can't you see it? It's a little bit closer, see?
Jebediah is going to pick up the steel ball bearing that bounced off the door.
Yeah.
That has light cast on it, and he's going to toss it into the pool while remaining outside the door.
Okay, there's a little plop, and the ball bearing goes down into the bottom of the pool.
Does the steel ball bearing start to dissolve?
No. It does not.
Is there anybody standing next to Jebediah, or is he over here by himself in the hallway?
Well, I'm guessing Remus isn't too far from you, since Remus just stepped out 5 feet and then came back.
All right, well, Jeb will just kind of holler out.
Okay.
Darkon will toss it in the pool. He'll throw it to the chest.
What does he throw?
A coin.
Okay. You throw a coin towards the chest, and it plops into the liquid and starts sinking.
Okay.
Perhaps we should go
to the other side of the pool.
You go all the way to
Nothing
the...
of particular interest.
Okay, you go the 100 foot to the other end of the pool. Nothing special. This walkway still goes around the pool.
Okay, I'm on the on hunt.
Should I try to pull it out again?
Sure.
It doesn't seem to be having any ill effect so far.
Alright, I guess I will try to Eldritch Blast Grasp of Hadar it again.
Okay.
Zarkon will message Jebediah and say it looks like a trap.
Alright, that would be a
He will
24 to
respond
hit.
back. That's because it is a trap.
24 will hit it under the water. Eldritch Blast hits it, and it moves 10 feet.
Towards the surface?
It's sliding along the floor, moving right now, 10 feet closer to you.
How deep underwater is it?
It looks like it's 10 feet.
Alright, that was all of 1 point of damage.
Okay. How much damage did you do the first time? I forget.
6.
Okay.
I don't know if water affects that at all, but
That's not water.
Well,
Basically, what happened, Dan,
Oh.
is when you hit it, it does move towards you like 10 feet, but then the weight of it seems pretty heavy. It kind of falls back to the bottom.
okay, so it raises up and then it falls back down.
Yeah, it is raising up some. Now it's just 5 feet from the edge and 10 feet down.
Okay.
Have an idea. You do that again, and I will use my shape water cantrip to freeze the water.
Sure, let's try it.
So I freeze the water underneath the chest when it lifts up.
What cantrip are you using?
Shape water. It's in Xanthar's guide.
Okay.
I can freeze water as long as a creature isn't occupying the same space.
Alright, I tried to hit it again. That would be all of a 13. I don't know if that connects.
That will actually miss.
Alright.
Just barely, but it does miss.
Oh, shoot.
Does anyone have a grappling hook? We can just like throw it on it and pull it up, right?
Scribe had a
Yes,
grappling
it
hook.
doesn't eat the
Yeah.
rope.
Huh.
Okay.
Alright, I'll try again.
All right.
That one's even worse, so that's only an 8.
Okay.
so wait, what was done with the shape of water?
When he hits it with his Eldritch Blast, the left is the water, with shape water.
I think that was a movie.
All right. So he's tried to hit it
Thank
twice
you,
more and
Avatar.
missed.
Alright, third time's the charm. That's an 16.
That will hit it. And it moves 5 feet towards you. It's basically hitting the edge, so it's just like 10 feet down, and it does come up it's like 5 feet below you in the liquid.
Yeah, then the water below it, so it doesn't sink back down.
What cantrip is it again you're casting?
Shape water.
Okay. Your cantrip goes off, it doesn't do anything.
It's not water.
And the chest starts sinking back towards the bottom of the pool.
Blast.
Okay, I will.
No, that was just a
No, don't blast.
statement. Don't blast. And unless you have another.
Zarkon suggests to them that we should probably just move on. This is probably a trap.
We've almost got it up. If someone would just grab it once we pull it up, I mean, we
And
could
then
see what's
open
in
it and
it.
reveal the trap. That's the point
Yeah,
of the
but
trap.
no, maybe this whole thing is a trap, and that's a treasure for overcoming the trap. That would make a lot more sense to me.
Okay, Ramus, reach down there and grab the chest.
Yeah.
It burned my shoes.
Well, no pain, no gain.
I'm sure we can heal any superficial wound.
Well, I cannot take that much.
Oh, fine, I'll do it. And I walk back over with my light spell and my staff. I put my staff on the ground, put my shield on top of it.
Yeah.
No,
Say
you shouldn't
someone
do
wanna
that.
help me?
I'll do it. Just stop. No, that's wrong. You should not do that.
I Eldritch Blast the chest again.
Okay. Roll to hit.
23.
Okay, that will hit. How much damage do you do?
This time I do 3 damage.
Okay. You hit the chest and a little piece of it knocks off, and it comes up 10 feet. It's right at the surface.
I'll grab it.
Okay.
I'll also grab it.
Okay. Somebody give me a strength roll. One of you with advantage.
I can.
Yeah, you do that. I don't got a bonus.
I got a +5 in that.
I have a modified 20 and a 5.
Okay. You have hold of this chest.
How However,
I need you to make another an athletics check without advantage.
Can an
all right.
advantage be given to him, or do you not want any advantage given to him?
This is kind of an instantaneous thing.
21.
So it's like
I've
if
got
it-
+6 on athletics.
if
so
it's
21.
if it's a spell or something, you wouldn't have time unless it's like a reaction spell, maybe.
No. I just have jack of all trades, so I'm proficient in everything.
What'd you get?
21. I have +6 in athletics.
Okay, and Delanos was helping.
Yes.
Was Delanos actually trying to hold on to the chest, or just Remus?
I was just actively encouraging her to lift it.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I'll help. I'll actually help. I don't think advantage.
Fair
helps if I
enough.
Okay. I also need Delanos to give me a athletics check.
You little shit.
15.
You know my
Okay.
character too well.
Okay. You're both standing there holding this chest, and then you realize far too late that the chest, you're glued to the chest. Both of you.
Shit.
Your hands are glued to the chest. And that's when the chest pops
Oh.
open.
Well, that's good.
And the inside of the chest is filled with lots of sharp, pointy teeth. And Remus, it's going to try
I
It's a
fucking
mimic.
knew it.
Of course, it's a mimic.
I knew it.
And Remus is going to take a bite out of you, or try to. It only got a 15. I'm guessing that'll miss.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
It-
I'm like, shit. This treasure has teeth. Fuck.
So yes, it tries to bite you and basically just bites into your armor or whatever. And at the same exact moment that it does that, all of you suddenly start hearing from the ceiling lots of like flapping sounds that sort of sound like bats. I'm not saying it is bats. I'm saying it kind of sort of sounds like bats.
Can we see it?
Mimic
Yep.
man, mimic
3.20
man.
feet up, so what is it?
Should I push it back in the
No,
water?
because my hands are
No.
glued to it.
Yeah,
I'm
Remus.
gonna say I can't let go of it.
Yeah, Remus and Delanos are basically both, their hands are glued to this thing that just tried to bite Remus, and they're standing there holding it over this pool of acid or whatever it happens to be. And yes, there's lots of flapping sounds coming from the ceiling. The best anyone can see, even with dark vision, is just movement and shadows up there since the light went out.
Why would
There would-
the light
there
go
would-
out?
Not your light, the original
Oh, okay.
light in the room, since it went out. Even with your light, you just see a bunch of movement and shadows up there. Almost
dark-
like the shadows themselves are kind of moving.
Can we see anything with dark vision?
No. All you see are like shadows moving.
God damn it.
And now we can roll for initiative.
Yes.
Of course.
I'm not gonna go first because I have to compete with people like Jeb and Remus, but I'm up there. Yes.
Hmm.
So Remus, whatever you do, don't panic and probably drag me with you. And I do not want to be as close to this thing as I want
Well,
to.
I'm sorry, but I'm freaking out here.
I got a 12.
Maybe you
I
can
hope you
drown
can
it.
climb
Darkon
Oh,
got 12.
Next, where do you think this bloody thing came from?
Some
Some
dark
patch from
patron
hell.
magic.
You know, you're probably not wrong, but that's not the answer.
maybe we can, Dylan, maybe we can just pull it out entirely and just like.
Beat it
Are
to
we
death?
still being dragged into the water thing?
It's not dragging you itself, but it is very heavy, and the weight of it is kind of pulling you.
Yeah. Then maybe
But-
we should like try to lift it entirely up the water, like out of the thingy.
It is the start of the
I thought
round,
that's what we were doing.
and it's Jeb's turn.
Whoa. I got 21.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Not
then
that I'm
Delanos
going
gets
to
to
do
go first.
anything with it. Not that I'm going to do much with it. I'm going to pick up my shield and put it on my right arm because my left hand is probably used to lifting that thing. And I am going to. I can't really do much because I can't use my wizard spells, which sucks.
Well, I mean, you could just pull the thing over and drop it in the ground, or try to drop it on the ground.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
I'll try to tear my hand away from the glue.
Okay.
Sure, I'm gonna make another check and then fall in. I can already. Oh, I see it. Like I can already see it. I feel it. The pain.
Okay. Then give me a ungrapple roll then. Athletics or acrobatics?
I'll take acrobatics because I actually get a bonus to that, which will
Okay.
be 18.
Okay, you actually pull yourself free of it. However, Remus,
Here we go.
give me a give me an athletics roll.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 16.
Okay. Delanos pulled his hand away from this thing, and he was kind of helping you hold it up because it's heavy, and it immediately started to fall. You're still glued to it for the time being, but it's right on the edge of the pool, like it's half leaning into the pool, and you're the only thing kind of holding it there at the moment because it's glued to you.
Yeah.
And its weight is slowly pulling you towards the pool itself. But Delanos, anything else? Bonus action or anything?
I'm
my
gonna call
bonus
for help.
action will probably be.
I'll help you, little man.
My bonus action is to pick up my wooden staff, which is
Okay.
my wizard catalyst.
Now it would be Jeb's turn.
To let you watch whatever you want to watch. Oh, sorry, guys. Whose turn?
Jeb.
Okay. Jebediah, I'm hoping, is able to see far enough into this room to see Remus's continual plight, if you will.
He's at the edge of your vision, but you can
I am
see.
screaming. I'm like legitimately screaming for help. Like, shit, I can't let it go. Anyone help me? Can you please not continue going?
Something else, yes, is trying to eat Remus.
God damn it. Why is it always me?
Delicious.
Probably because you taste good.
Probably because Remus is all the one who always walks up and says, "Hey, let's see what this does."
So Jeb sees the sharp teeth and everything.
Oh yeah.
All right, and the pseudopod that came out and all that kind of stuff to attack Remus.
It's a big, long, sticky tongue.
Yep. Alrighty, Jeb will hit it with Chill Touch.
Please not in my face again.
Okay, roll the hit.
Sure enough, 26.
That'll hit.
It's going to be 7 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
As a free action, Jebediah will draw both of his spears.
Okay.
And we'll end his turn.
Okay. It is now the bad guy's turn. And the monster is a great big long tongue comes out of this chest, and it's going to try to basically it's going to wrap itself around Remus's neck and try to pull Remus into the acid.
God damn it. But I can't because of the ring of water walking. I cannot be dragged into liquid surfaces. Just saying.
Yeah, but you can still be pressed into the acid.
Yeah, I can. So I would probably be squeezed to death.
Yeah,
rather than drown and dissolve in acid. I don't know which one is worse.
Basically, I need an. It's trying to pull you, so I need an athletics check.
I am so happy I am proficient in that.
Thank you for helping me.
Yeah, right. That's a modified 20.
Oh, no problem. You hold your ground. Its tongue wraps around your neck and is trying to pull you down in the acid, and you're strong enough to hold it. But you do feel this thing is pretty strong. And now, on top of that, from the ceiling,
No, god damn it.
from the ceiling are just dozens upon dozens of small, dark shadows darting down. Let's see. Armor class. There's small, sort of kind of angular shadows are all sort of shooting down from the ceiling or flying down from the ceiling. They don't have like a definite shape, like they're not birds or bats. They do kind of appear pointed. They're just sort of shadows. And they're kind of going towards everybody. Will a 14 hit Delanos?
No, my AC is 17 with my shield.
Okay, you put your shield up and they're hitting all around you. Yeah, 9's not going to hit Jeb.
Thank you.
14's not going to hit Remus, I don't think.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure 8 won't hit Zarkon.
Well, would they see me, or are they sensing me not through vision?
They do seem to be sensing you.
Okay.
12, I don't think is going to hit Adrian, and Vexed. Will a 15 hit Vexed?
Easy.
Oh, okay. Well, these things kind of rip into you. It seems like little claws, but you only take 1 point of slashing damage. And these things are definitely a swarm, and they are all over everybody and all over everything.
Yeah, that's not my biggest problem here.
And now it is Remus's turn.
I want to break free.
Okay, then I need another strength check.
Oh God, I don't know. I just had to do this. Strength saving throw.
Yes.
Right. Oh, nice, 22.
Oh, yeah. You can pull away from this thing. Easy enough.
Is that a main action? Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's a main action, but you still have a bonus action, and for that matter, you still have your movement.
Is the chest back into the water or onto the ground, though?
Let me see here. The chest falls back into the water or the liquid, and it's sinking.
Okay. Thank God. I'm gonna. What am I gonna do? I am going to draw my great sword as a bonus action.
Okay. Anything else?
No, actually, I'm gonna draw my short sword. Short sword. There we go. And
okay.
And movement. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just move. I don't know where everybody is. So right now, I'll just freaking stay where I am, away from the water, probably, or the acid.
Okay. You only have like 5 foot of room to get back to the wall unless you move down the sides or something.
Oh no, I'm gonna be wall side, like with my back to the wall.
Okay.
Water.
Zarkon, it's your turn.
What is the chest made out of?
It looked like it was made of black iron, but you also are pretty sure it was a living thing and not just a chest.
Right. Well, clearly it's like a mimic. I mean, he was standing right there watching the whole thing.
Yeah, it looked like it was made of black iron.
Okay. Would Zarkon know that it's probably not water?
At this point, you would probably have a pretty good idea it's not water.
Okay. Well, even Remus does know that.
Well, yeah, Remus touched it. Zarkon has touched it. He's been standing there.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I'll cast heat metal on it.
Okay.
Normally it would need to make a Constitution save to prevent the damage, but itself is made of metal, so I don't think it can prevent the damage.
Before you use a spell, I will just point out, because I'm going to be a nice dungeon master, just because this thing looks like it's made out of metal doesn't mean it is made out of metal.
It's a creature. It's not a metal.
It doesn't mean it's fine.
If you still want to cast a spell, by all means, go for it. But, I mean, you definitely did see it open a mouth and it had a tongue. The inside of it did not look like metal at all.
No? Okay. What shape does... Hang on. What shape does Thunderwave do?
It's a 3x3 square that emanates out from you.
Yeah, okay. I will cast Thunderwave on it. Which is... Shit. That's a cantrip, yeah. Right? No, it's
Thunderwave is a first level spell.
Yeah, I'll cast Thunderwave.
Okay, you're casting Thunderwave. Okay, a 15-foot cube originating from you. Okay, the creature has to make a Constitution save. What's the DC?
My DC is, I think, 15. Hang on. I have it written down. It's been a while. My DC is 14.
Okay. It does make the save, but it will still take half damage.
Right. And Constitution saving, failed save. Something real quick. Okay. Because for Shatter, inorganic things have a disadvantage.
You doing Shatter or Thunderwave?
No, I'm doing Thunderwave right now. I'm just saying, I was just checking if Thunderwave had a similar thing on it.
No, it doesn't.
And it's not inorganic anyway.
That might help if I put the whole formula. Takes 10 damage.
Okay. So it made it save, so it would take half that.
It takes 5 damage.
Okay. Come on.
Anything else damage from that?
The pool cracks a little bit, and I need everybody else to make a Constitution save too, as there's this big explosion of acid spraying all over the place.
God damn it.
Was that Charles' idea?
I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. Do you need me in the hall to make one too?
You're far enough away.
All right, I got Constitution is not my strong suit. I got a total of 11. Fuck.
You're not all going to take the full damage from the spell. You're not actually taking any damage from the spell.
Just the acid.
I know, it's the acid.
Yeah. Delanos,
I'm scared about.
You take 2 points of acid damage.
19.
Ow.
You take 1 point of acid damage.
That's going to kill me.
And Remus,
I'm here.
I need you to make a Constitution save.
I did, sir. It's a 17.
Okay. So you take 1 point of acid damage.
Horrible.
Is it splashing across you and eating into your armor or clothes or whatever?
In my shoes.
And your shoes. You're going to need new pumps after this.
Oh, that's awesome.
So does Zarkon want to do anything else? Bonus action?
That was not technically an attack, so no.
Thanks, Zarkon.
It was minor damage. Now it's Adrian's turn.
I'm no longer invisible, so you know.
No, that's true. You cast a spell.
So everyone took 1 point of damage.
Delanos took 2.
You know, I'm really kind of sick and tired of all these magic users accidentally hitting me with after effects of their spells. It's quite annoying.
There was actually the potential for a good little bit more damage, but I rolled really badly every single time.
I'm so happy
Well, at
about
least
this.
you didn't almost kill me with your flaming sphere.
I have two options. I could firebolt the shadows, or I could fireball the mimic.
The mimic is under a liquid. It's 10 feet down now. If that makes a difference to you. And the last time somebody cast a spell at it, a bunch of acid sprayed in a bunch of people's faces.
Did any spray on the shadow things?
Also, no one seems to care about the bad things.
I mean, there was a lot of shadow things all by us. Wouldn't they also take the damage?
Yeah, some of them probably did.
Okay, so the shadows, I see them on the roof, the ceiling.
But they're not even on the ceiling. They're flitting around everywhere now. I mean, imagine like 100 bats all flapping around all you guys. It's kind of like that.
None of my spell didn't hit any of them.
How many would I get in a 40-foot sphere? Could I get all of them?
No, not all of them, because they're flapping around all of you guys. And yeah, your spell, Zarkon's spell did hit some of them. They just kind of, it's kind of hard to tell because it's dark in here, and these things they're literally shadows. They look like, so it's just blackness on blackness.
And all of us in between.
Well, I mean, don't we have? So we can't see any difference between the shadows and the regular stuff with dark vision.
Dark vision doesn't allow you to see in color.
That's true.
Well, there's a light spell on my staff, which I'm
there is.
now.
There is around you, and you see these things floating around, and some of them disappeared.
So I am going to Blade Song, and I'm going to use Firebolt on one of the shadows.
On just one shadow? Okay. Roll to hit.
Yeah. That is a 18 to hit.
Okay. You don't even need to roll for damage. It sort of dissipates. It vanishes.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. Vexed.
Okay, so I see Remus get pulled onto this acid floor and then struggle, and I hear them tell me not to push it back into the pool, and then I see Remus pull away, and I see the mimic start to sink.
Goddamn door.
And as I see the mimic start to sink, I'm like, no, you said don't let it go back into the pool. So I swing my hand out, and I use lightning lore to try to snap onto the mimic and pull it back out of the pool.
You're using what?
Lightning lore, it's a cantrip.
Okay.
So it needs a strength save.
Okay, it got a 20.
Okay, so it makes it so nothing happens.
Okay, does it do any damage or anything?
Nothing happens because it's a cantrip.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's basically like Thorn Whip, but it's
okay.
arcane as opposed to divine. I'm done.
Okay. Delanos?
All right, so these things like disappeared when I brought my light up to them.
They're still flying around, floating around you guys. They didn't disappear. You can see them a little better now, but literally they just look like shadows kind of darting in from the darkness.
All right. Can I make some sort of knowledge check on them?
Sure. You pick the knowledge.
What do you want me to roll? I got Arcana.
You can try Arcana.
I got a modified 20.
Okay, you would guess they're kind of... You've heard of monsters called shadows. You would guess there's some form of that.
All right.
though they seem to be
that's-
smaller and weaker than the ones you've heard of.
All right, I'm just going to. I'm just gonna swing at one of them with my staff. Like I don't have a proper melee weapon.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I missed. I missed. So I got a fucking 3.
That will
Don't get
miss.
attack bonus.
None from nothing.
The wooden staff is an improvised weapon because it's a spellcasting catalyst.
Oh, okay. That kind of staff. Okay. Yeah, it's not a quarter staff. Is there anything else Delanos wants to do? Bonus action?
Freak out. Nah, I'm not gonna freak out. But I am gonna use my ring of jump. Just for shits and giggles as a bonus action.
Okay. You jumping straight up? The ceiling's 20 feet up where it was when you last saw it.
No, I'm not gonna jump anywhere. I just want to use it just in case.
Okay.
I just plan on moving. Well, I don't want to provoke attacks, so I don't want to jump through them.
Okay. Jeb?
Jebediah will use his, I guess, free action to holler at everybody. Hey, maybe it's time to leave the room. Might want to come this way. Just saying. And he's going to take the dodge action.
Okay. Anything else?
I mean, no, it's obviously a trap. The treasure is not a treasure, it's a mimic. And Jeb has actually dealt with mimics before, and in his mind, they're not worth it. And he's just like, all right, seriously, time to go. Come on.
Okay. Now it would be the bad thing's turn. Out of this liquid comes a great big pseudopod from the chest. It looks like its tongue. It springs up and snaps onto the side of the pool, and it's starting to pull itself up out of the pool. And it gets basically to the top ledge, and that is all of its action. It is up now. It has pulled it. It still looks like a...
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, it basically used its long tongue to pull itself up the side of the pool, so it's right on the edge now. And the shadow things are going to dart in. That'll miss. Will a 18 hit Jeb?
No, sir.
Okay. Will a 17 hit Remus?
No.
Oh, I didn't think so. That'll miss Zarkon. That'll miss Adrian. I don't think a 9 will hit Vexed, will it?
She's naked and has a penalty to dexterity. Of course.
I know. Vexed, will a 9 hit you? I would hope not. Dan?
No, her AC's 14.
Okay. All right, so they're all darting in and around, but they're missing. And now it would be Remus's turn, and Remus is taking the dodge action because Remus is not back yet and not listening to Jeb, apparently. Now it would be Zarkon's turn.
Did everyone go AFK? Am I lagging?
Zarkon?
What the fuck?
Okay, is anyone here other than...
I'm here. I was muted. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Can I take a free action to throw my dagger at Alex's character? What's Alex's character? What's your name again? I forget.
Delanos. Hi, why are you throwing a dagger at me?
So just like Bellinor?
No.
Okay.
Not like Bellinor.
Delanos. You can hand him a dagger.
Can I do it as a free action?
No, because my hands are full.
Yeah, he's got a staff in one hand and a shield in the other.
Well, I'll throw a dagger on the ground near him.
Okay, you
Like-
can do that.
Just like toss it on the ground so he can pick it up if he wants. It's never been used, but it is scorched black.
Okay. All right. What else does Zarkon want to do?
How many enemies are near me?
93.
93 are near me, just me.
Sorry, 94. I forgot the mimic. No, there's probably 20 or 30 of these shadow things floating around in your general area. Plus, the mimic is not too far away.
Okay, how much of a space do they occupy?
They're kind of all over. I mean,
Well,
there's a giant swarm of these black things throughout the entire room. Let's put it that way.
How many would you give me if I was gonna? Oh, I guess I can't ask that. If I was gonna cast Shatter, which is a 20-foot sphere.
You'd probably hit a good number of them, at least 20 or 30 of them.
No. So the mimic came out of the water again, right?
Yeah, it's right on the edge of the water, or on the edge of the
And
liquid.
it can take necrotic damage, correct?
Yes. Well, as
All
far
right.
as you know.
Well, Jeb did 23 necrotic damage on it, so I'd assume so. I will cast Toll the Dead on it.
Okay, and it has taken damage.
Yeah. So, and that's 14 for wisdom.
Okay. Let me see. What is his wisdom? No, it did not make it.
Okay. 2d12s, I mean. $17. Nice.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Doing some decent damage for a change.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty good damage. Yeah, it definitely kind of quivered and kind of screams like it was in pain from that.
Can I back up to and be close to Belanos? Is Belanos level 1, right?
No, he's like level 3, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
Well, is Belanos behind me, like more closer to the wall, or?
No, I think it's like in the line up against the wall. It's me, Vexed, Remus, and then you.
yeah,
Because Remus was trying to help me lift the chest, and Vexed was in between us.
Okay. I'll stand in front of everybody closest to the mimic.
okay. It will definitely be able to attack you.
That's fine.
You may not care. Okay. Adrian, it's now your turn.
I am going to. Can I firebolt the tongue?
Yeah, I don't really know why you'd want to, but sure.
Okay, I'm going to try and hit it.
Okay.
And I rolled a natural 1.
Okay, no, you will miss, and the firebolt will burn away into the acidy liquid stuff.
Wait, you're telling me it didn't hit me?
It did not hit you.
Well, I'm
I gave-
surprised.
I gave it another roll on my end, and it didn't hit anybody.
Oh, I'm shocked.
Does Adrian want to do anything else?
Nope.
Vexed?
Okay, I turn to Remus, and I'm like, "So you're sure we don't want to push this thing back in the water? Because it's out now, and you wanted it out, right?
Zarkon will say no. We don't want to push it back in right now.
Don't push it in the water. Okay. So I will move back further away from it, and I will Eldritch Blast to try to pull it 10 feet further out of the water.
Okay.
It's already out of the water. Don't
I
do
know.
that. You're going to crush me.
All right. So doing that, I got a 15 to hit
That will hit.
and 4 damage as I pull it further from the ledge.
Okay. There's only 5 foot from the ledge to the wall.
All right. So I guess it pulls it to the wall.
It's going to
So it's gonna
slam.
crush- Do I need to make an athletics check?
No, not right now.
And I'm like, okay, guys, we got it out of the water. Now what?
I'll say you're next to it, but it doesn't hit you.
Am I still closest to it?
Yeah, you're still closest to it. And Delanos, it's now your turn.
Alright, since everyone seems to be having difficulty hitting these shadows, I'm going to expend a level 1 spell slot to cast Magic Missile. It was a level 1 spell.
Okay. Who are you casting it at?
The shadow creatures that are flying around me.
Okay.
He's casting
So-
magic missile at the darkness.
Okay.
At least I wasn't the only one that thought that.
So you've got 3 magic missiles.
Yep.
Are you sending them at one target or separate targets?
I think I'm gonna send them all at 3 different targets. The 1 swarm on me,
Okay.
the 1 swarm on Vexed, and the 1 swarm on Remus. I think one's attacking Remus.
Yeah. Okay. The magic missiles will all hit, and some of the shadows disappear out of the group.
Okay. You didn't want my damage?
No, you don't. No, you don't need to roll damage for these. This is kind of
I'm a little confused by their easy destruction, but I don't think too much
If
of
it-
it because
if it makes you- if it makes you feel better to roll damage, go ahead and roll damage.
I got 5,
It makes
5,
Sandra
and
feel
2.
better.
Okay, for 12 points of damage total.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Some of the shadow creatures disappear. There's still plenty of them. Jeb, it's now your turn. And so far, no one has paid attention to you saying, hey, it's time to leave.
All right, well, although annoyed, Jeb will cast a 3rd level chromatic orb doing cold damage.
Okay.
Is a 26 going to hit?
What are you trying to hit?
The mimic.
Yeah.
It's 15.
26 will definitely hit.
All right, so that's 6, 11, 12, 13, 21 points of damage.
Okay.
All cold.
Your orb hits it, and this chest suddenly turns into a big blob of frozen material with a giant tongue hanging out of it, and it's not moving or anything. It's just laying there.
Do we assume it's dead?
Assume nothing. Question everything.
It looks dead as far as you can tell. It's kind of a little hard to tell because it's frozen, but
Smash it is what Jeb is going to yell.
it would now be its turn, and if it does something, none of you can see it. The remaining shadow things are darting in. Let's see. Will a 17 hit Zarkon? Will a
Where is it in his character sheets?
I don't see his information, so
yeah, I didn't either. Will a 17 hit Zarkon?
Yes.
okay.
Okay. Zarkon will take 6 points of damage. And
Okay.
Vex, you get hit also and take 4 points of damage, slashing damage.
6 points of slashing damage specifically?
Yes. Yeah. And now it would be Remus's turn. Is Remus back? Remus is still dodging then. Now it would be Zarkon's turn.
How close to corner wall are we?
About 50 feet.
Okay. Zarkon will try to pick up the frozen block monster.
Give me a strength roll. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's hope I roll well. I have gauntlets of overstrength, so it's helpful.
That helps.
If I roll well, it does.
Yeah, or you can make it an athletics check.
Yeah, let's make an athletics. That adds another point to it. Okay, I rolled just a 10, so I didn't do anything.
You think with the ogre, with your gloves, you think you're probably strong enough to pick it up and move it, but you're having a hard time getting a hold of it because the ice.
Ice is slippery.
Yeah, because it's slippery. But you had it for like half a second and then kind of dropped it, but you think you have the strength to lift it. It's just kind of slips out of your grasp.
Did you say if I dropped it a little bit, did some of the ice chip away?
Yeah, probably a little bit of it.
Okay. Yeah. Was that my main action?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Do I even want to do anything as my? Yeah, as my bonus action, I'll draw out my rapier.
Okay. All right. It would now be your turn.
My turn?
No, my
Adrian.
turn.
Oh.
If I were to cast Fireball, would I get a good portion of the shadows on it?
Please don't.
You would get quite a few of them, but you're not going to get anywhere near all of them. This is a really big room, and Fireball's what, 30 foot?
It's a 40-foot diameter.
Okay, you might get a third to half of them, maybe.
And how many are there?
Innumerable.
They're everywhere. They're all over you guys. They're flapping around the ceilings. At least 100.
They multiplied.
I point my fingers up in the air and I fire off a fourth level fireball.
Okay. Roll for damage.
That's 96. Uh, 33 points of fire damage.
Okay. There's a big explosion of fire in the air as you all see this fireball go off.
DC 16 Dex.
And yeah, it looks like a good number of them. You would guess 30 to 40 kind of vanish. It is very hard to tell, though, because other than for the moment the explosion of fire going on, it is dark up there. But it does look like some of them, a good number of them, disappeared, but there's still plenty of them left.
Would you say the explosion gave off bright light for a moment?
Yeah, just for a moment.
Not enough to just dissipate the shadows?
No, they're still there.
Yeah. Okay. That's my turn.
I mean, you did burn away some of the shadows, but there's still plenty of them still there. Vexed.
All right, so I see Zarkon was trying to lift the chest, and I'm like, "Don't worry, I can move this." I start running towards Jebediah, my full movement, and then once I get closer to the exit of the room, I will once again Eldritch Blast the chest, trying to pull it 10 feet towards me.
If you pull it 10 feet from the beginning of the room, it's going to pull it back into the water.
Well, it depends. I mean, if I'm moving along the ledge and I'm pulling it forward along the edge.
Well, you said the beginning of the room's like right in the center, so that would pull it into the water. So you're at the end of the...
Well, I would strategically move to not pull it in the water.
Okay.
Roll to hit.
Yep, that's a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
For 9 force damage.
Okay, you basically knock away most of the ice that's around it, and this big slag gets pulled 10 feet towards you along the side of the wall.
Athletics check?
No, you can step out of the way of it.
Okay.
And at that point, I'm done.
Okay. Delanos?
I'm just gonna use my full movement to go around and see what's on that side. Unless it's just a wall there.
Yeah, it's just wall all the way around.
Okay, so I head back to where Jebediah is. I'm gonna dash if I can.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
And now it would be Jeb's turn.
So this thing is no longer ice crusted, but is it moving?
It has not shown any signs of life. Since you hit it.
Okay. Yeah, we'll try that. Okay, so Burning Hands is like a 15-foot cone, right?
Yeah.
So if I cast Burning Hands, like from the entrance of the door up towards where the ceiling is, could I hit some of these shadow things?
Yeah, you could probably hit some of them.
All right, well, Jeb will do that then.
Okay. Roll for damage.
So yeah, the DC is 16 for dexterity save.
Okay.
4, 9, 13 points of fire damage if they do not save. If they do save, then it's 6.
Okay. Your fire shoots up towards the ceiling, and you definitely see some of these shadow forms, maybe a couple of dozen or so, flying around. And your fire seems to hit half a dozen or so, maybe a little more, and they vanish.
Okay.
And that's just real brief. Like you see that like in the blink of the spell going off, basically.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any bonus actions I could use except Blade Song or Cunning Action, and neither one of those is going to help me. All right, that'll be Jeb's turn.
Okay. It's now the bad guy's turn. The slag of Mimic lays there with its tongue hanging out. And you guys hear a flapping of wings again. And all the shadows, what you can see of them, seem to move towards the ceiling, and then they're gone. And basically out of rounds unless you guys do something really, really, really dumb.
Go for a swim. No, I'm kidding.
What could we possibly do that would cause more creatures to come?
Oh, I don't know.
Firebolt
Go in there and
ice off the mimic.
Can I open the mimic up? See what's inside of it? Because Archon likes to learn.
You will find the Mimic is basically like a purplish flesh on the inside of it. Let me see here. But actually, you do find inside of it, it looks like at some point it has swallowed 2 bottles.
Interesting.
I'll try to grab those.
Okay, you can grab them.
Anything I'd recognize?
They look like potions of healing to you.
Probably cursed.
Well, you did find them. Just saying.
Archon will take the 2 healing potions, though. Or 2 things he assumes are healing potions.
Yeah, they look like 2 regular potions of healing to you. And Jeb, with now that the combat seems to be over with, the lights come back on the ceiling. There are no signs of these shadow creatures, and it appears like they're back where the Mimic was in the middle of the pool.
Yeah,
there does appear to be like a pile of shiny somethings down there now. That wasn't there before.
Of shiny somethings. Okay.
Could be a pile of gems or a pile of coins or...
Could be. Would the spell... Would the spell absorb elements? Like, Jeb would try to figure out, would the spell absorb elements? Which allows you to absorb acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder, gives you resistance, and allows you to turn that whatever you take into a d6 attack, plus d6 per spell slot for extra damage on the next round. Would that help with the acid damage? Would that be something that he might be able to figure out?
It would help some. Let me read the spell and see. Yeah, it would definitely help, but the spell doesn't last all that long.
No, it doesn't.
Jebediah.
It might even be enough to stop the acid completely, but again, it only lasts for a round, so...
Right.
Jebediah.
Yes?
Do you still have those very large wineskins in your bag of holding? Water skins in your bag of holding?
You mean the ones from the first time that we came up here?
Yeah.
No.
Damn.
Is the liquid still acid?
It looks like it's not changed. How do you want to test to see if it's still acid?
Oh, Ramison. No, just kidding.
Jebediah, how much water do you have?
I dip a piece of cloth into it.
Yeah, it smokes.
I go
Jebediah, how much water do you have?
Jeb, do you want to go in and get them?
I have a plan.
Okay, what's your plan?
How much water do you have?
2 flasks full?
Just
My
flask,
plan
not
was
water.
just to cast protection from energy on you.
Okay, well, where is Belanos? So he'll hand you his water skin and ask you to shape it into ice, like an ice cube kind of thing.
I don't think you understand how the spell works.
Well, you said you were trying to freeze water earlier, right?
Yes, and I can freeze the water, but it will only be in the shape of this wineskin.
But what if we poured the water out?
Then it would be frozen sheet of ice on the ground.
Mm.
Adrian, what were you saying?
I can cast protection from energy acid on you, so you would be resistant to acid.
I still have an idea. Can I? How big of a cube could I make? A hollow cube could I make with prestidigitation?
A hollow cube?
What?
Yeah,
Not very big.
like
I mean, it's basically like just big enough to fit in your hand. It only creates like a trinket-sized thing.
wait, so maybe a couple inches.
Yeah, 2 or 3 inches, something like
Oh
that.
my god.
I'll throw it into the acid.
Okay.
Does it dissolve?
What's it made of? What's the cube made out of?
I mean, it's fake, so it doesn't really. I don't know.
If it's prestidigitation, it's just an illusion, really. It's
Yeah.
not a material.
Yeah.
Alright, Jebediah is going to pull out his spellbook and he's going to ritual cast Unseen Servant.
Oh, that's.
And he's going to try to get the Unseen Servant to go in there and retrieve whatever it is underneath there. If the Unseen Servant takes damage from the acid, then he'll disappear. And if that happens, then
Well, we already know the acid does damage.
yes, but Unseen Servant is not exactly
Tangible.
yes. Yeah, that's actually a very good word for it.
I'll ritual cast it at the same time you do. So there's 2.
And if that doesn't work, then Adrian, if you want to cast protection from elements on Jeb, he'll go in and get whatever.
Okay.
The unseen servant will dive into the acid and then it disappears.
Okay, so that didn't work. All right, so we wasted time, but at least we know that that's not going to work. So probably Mage Hand wouldn't work either, would it?
I don't know if Mage Hand. I have to check. I don't know if Mage Hand would have the range. It might.
30-foot range. It has no hit points, though, so you can't really hit it.
I mean, if you went to the side, 25 feet away from the center, so you could get it from the side.
If you guys want to cast Mage Hand and try it.
I don't know Mage Hand.
Neither do I. I was just throwing it out there. Adrian, throw the protection on Jebediah, please.
Boop, you now take half damage from acid.
Alright.
And how long does it last? An hour?
An hour. So you can do laps for.
Now this isn't so I'm protected. Does that mean my stuff is protected too, or do I need to take
Your
off all
whole
my
body
crap?
has an aura of protection around it. You will take half damage from acid.
Okay.
Magic items do not degrade under this kind of damage, but your clothes might whiten a little.
Alright. Jeb's not really worried about a set of traveler's clothes. He'll jump in to the acid and see if he can't grab whatever the shinies are.
Okay, you jump into this liquid and it seems like water to you. You're not smoking. Nothing hurts. You feel
The
fine.
fuck? All right, Jeb will go under the water and collect whatever was shining up underneath there.
And that's when your eyes burn out. No.
Awesome.
You swim down towards the bottom, and there's a pile of coins there.
All right, Jeb will scoop them up, and then I guess
It's actually a fairly large, not gigantic, but it's a decent pile of coins. There's like there's like 600 coins there.
All right, so Jeb will, up and down to the surface and whatnot, just kind of kicking it up to put it on the ledge and then go back down until it's all done and then hop out of the pool of acid that is not acid unless it is acid when it's not acid.
It takes you 1 hour and 1 minute to do that. So you climb out just as the spell dissipates.
Sitting around for an hour watching him do that.
Or you can do something else.
Short
Take a
rest.
short rest.
Yeah, you can get the rest of you can get a short rest in. Fortunately, Jeb can't.
Sure.
And when all is said and done, Jeb brings up 400 gold pieces and 200 platinum pieces.
Holy shit. Looks like Jeb just hit a ton of money.
Okie
And you find that you didn't take any damage and your stuff is fine, but your clothes are a little worn. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
But, I mean, they're still wearable. They're not like big holes in them. They are definitely thinned out in a few places and that kind of thing.
Okay.
They were washed in a little too much bleach.
Right, I gotcha. Then that's it, really.
Do we want to send Remus back through the portal?
We need to send.
Wait, you're here now?
Well, I was texting you. But thank you for the confidence.
Yeah, I was just.
Well, we're going to move on to the next room.
I can't. It's 8 o'clock. I have to go.
All right.
Okay.
So Jebediah will I guess, have to use his ring
To go back.
I'm good to keep going.
Should be fine.
So
Yes.
we'll divide that 6 ways then.
Yes.
I will still be fine to go on, but I just in 10 minutes I need to leave for another 15 and then I'll be done. Then I'll be good.
I'm fine to go on too.
Good to go.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, have a good one, Will.
I will.
Hey,
Jebediah.
so 1 XP, no XP.
1 XP.
All right, cool. All right, you guys have a good one. Try not to get killed.
Don't tell me what to do.
All right, you get killed. Everybody else, try not to get killed.
Thank you, Jim. So nice.
Okay.
Good luck, guys. We'll see you later.
All
See ya.
right.
Take care.
So you guys go back out into the dark hallway.
Yes.
All right, you go back, and there's stairs going down. They're about 60 feet worth of stairs.
Darkon will just keep going. He's not.
And there is light here. There are torches in the walls.
Zargon's not going to hesitate at all until he comes to the next door.
Okay.
Or
at the bottom of the stairs, there's about 30 feet, and then there's a wall with a metal door in front of you.
Ooh. Just like what happened when I was a young adventurer.
Your head cut off.
And I'm going to cast a light spell anyways, because I am fairly sure that those lights are going to go up too. And I want to see.
Darkon will check for traps on the door.
Okay, give me a roll for traps.
There's literally never been a trap on any single door.
Is traps perception?
Yeah.
Then I can assist him.
Or investigation.
I'm proficient in both, so.
Uh,
Well, I'll
Jack of
assist.
all trades doesn't really count as proficient. You have a bonus, but you aren't proficient.
Well, it's 22 if I have advantage. It's 14 if I don't. I mean, it's 21 if I don't.
Okay. Either way, you don't detect any traps.
Yeah, I'll try to open it.
Oh, the door opens.
Does it open out or in?
Out.
What do I see?
You see another hallway with a stone floor and brick walls and torches in the walls.
Darkon will just walk through and keep heading till he sees another door.
Is everyone following him?
Oh,
Yeah.
hell no.
No?
That's
Yeah, I'm
ridiculous.
following.
I'm following, but I'll be like 15 feet behind.
Okay.
Oh,
Elenos
hold
is...
on. I'm going to cast Protection from Good and Evil on Remus.
On
Oh,
Remus.
that's nice. Thank you.
Okay. You can do that while you're walking.
Fools.
Eventually you do get to a point and there is a big iron door in the right-hand wall.
Let me check for traps again. No, I'm not even going to bother. I'll try to open it.
Okay. Yeah, it's got a ring on it that you can pull, and you pull it open.
So it's opening inward,
No, it's opening outward.
like into the hall or
Into the hall, towards you.
Wait. Yeah. What do I see?
It is a room that looks like it's about 30 feet wide and about 50 feet deep. Old stone walls, old stone floor. On the wall opposite you, there are shelves filled with all kind of glass vials, beakers, some kind of weird equipment that you don't probably have no idea what it is.
Are there books?
There probably are a few books and papers and things like that.
Hey, Zarkon, there's some new material for you to read.
But even more importantly, in front of all that stuff is what appears to be a rather large a rather large metal bed or counter of some kind. And on top of this counter, there's some kind of figure that has a sheet over it. And there is a door to the left in the left-hand wall, a wooden door. And underneath this sheet, coming from underneath this sheet, are a bunch of look like copper or some kind of dark brownish wires. That there's about a dozen of them that run from underneath the sheet and disappear up into the ceiling.
Fucking Frankenstein.
It looks like a puppet.
Yes, a very sinister puppet.
Still a puppet, though.
Well,
does anybody want to be invisible with me?
No, we gotta check this out.
Well, I understand that. Do you want to be invisible while you go check it out?
Oh, we can just call it. And I'm gonna yell hello in the room in all the languages that I know.
Is Remus doing that?
Yeah, he is.
I gotta. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna be back. I'll just stay in the hallway.
Okay.
Okay.
So, like,
As
away
soon
from
as
the door.
Okay, as soon as Remus yells, the door is going to open up, and this old blind man with a monocle he's dressed in a sort of white robes, comes into the room, and he points at Remus. He's like, "What are you doing here? What do you want?"
Hey, how are you?
Are you another fool from the community college here to laugh at me?
No, I think you're looking pretty fancy.
Well, what do you want then?
Well, we're just checking this place out because we kind of paid for this, you know.
Well, so did I. This is my private sanctum. Now go away.
So cool. Are you an adventurer too? Do you want to join us?
No, I'm not an adventurer. Go away.
What are you doing?
I'm experimenting. This is what I do.
What are you experimenting on?
That's none of your business.
Oh.
Or is it?
I need to AFK for like 10, 15 minutes again. Sorry. I'll be right back. Someone take over.
Okay. To be honest, guys, I'm thinking about just calling it.
Okay.
Because, I mean,
Yeah.
I hate to do it, but everybody keeps going and has other stuff
Keep
going
going
on. So, yeah, I mean, it's down to 3, and Sandra's going to be gone for 15 minutes, and I don't know.
You soloing this thing?
Do what?
Soloing this thing?
We should at least figure out who this guy is.
Okay, well, we
yeah.
can carry on.
What's your name?
I am Dr. Matthias Doorstopper. And who are you?
My name is Delnosaurus.
My name is Vexed Agito. I'm a different type of stopper. No door.
Okay. What do you people want?
Honestly, we're a little lost, and we were wondering if you knew how to proceed further in this place.
I don't know. Just keep going the way you were going, I guess, down that hall there.
Did the hallway actually continue on?
Yeah, the door was on the right. The hall continued forward.
Oh. Well, but I look to the other two now, and I say, I guess we can go on our way.
But I want to know what kind of experiments he's doing. Maybe we can help.
You can't help me. I'm trying to save people's lives.
Oh, but we do that all the time.
We certainly try, at least.
In fact, maybe we can save your life.
He just glares at you for a moment, and then he's like, fine. You want to see my experiment?
Oh, yes.
Very well, then. Let the consequences be on your head. And he starts moving over towards the table where there's this big figure laying out on it. He reaches out, touches one of the copper wires, looks it up and down, then lets go of it, looks up at the ceiling for a moment. He's like, well, everything seems to be in place.
I step back into the hall.
It's like, I was saving this for tonight, but these fools showed up. I guess now is as good a time as any.
Saving it for tonight? Is that your girlfriend?
He reaches beneath the table and he looks back at Vexed and he glares again. He's like, oh yes, now you get to meet my girlfriend. And his hand does something underneath the table. And then suddenly those dozen wires that are hanging down from the ceiling and going underneath, they kind of jerk around a bit, almost like a living thing, like a snake or something. And obviously electricity, you can see it sparking as it's flowing down there. And Dr. Matthias Doorstopper steps away and puts his arms up in the air. And he's like, now, come to life, so those fools at the community college will never laugh at me again. And nothing seems to happen except electricity's coming down the wires.
Wait, let me help. I know you can do this. And I lightning lure the wires, trying to deliver some electricity.
Oh, do you really? Okay. Does lightning lure take an attack roll?
Actually, it is a strength save.
Oh, okay. Are you trying to trying to wrap them up? Or are you trying to pull them out or anything?
Well, I was just trying to deliver an electric jolt.
Okay.
Although with DM discretion, I mean, you can rule that how you want, whether it pulls the wires out or it just delivers the electricity or whatever else. I'm game for whatever you want to do with it, Ty. Have some fun.
It pulls the wires out of the ceiling, and Matthias starts screaming, "No! No!" And definitely a bolt of electricity goes through the wires as they're being pulled down. And then suddenly you hear this groaning.
And I shout, "We did it!" And I raise my hand trying to give him a high five.
That may have not been the thing that we want to have happened.
Yeah, because the thing underneath the cover suddenly sits up, and it's a 8-foot tall humanoid. Looks like it was probably human at one time, but now it's kind of a light bluish color. Its flesh is, and it's all scarred up, and there's stitching all over it, all over the place. And let me see. I'll make a roll on this. And Matthias will point towards all of you and say, "My creation, destroy these fools who have come here to bother me."
But we helped you. It wasn't working before, but now you can boast to the community college because you totally did it.
And suddenly the monster thing reaches out an arm and grabs the doctor by the front of his chest.
Oh, look, Vex, you've brought it to life and killed the good doctor.
It's not killed him yet. It's just grabbed him by the chest.
I turn towards you and I say, "Is he really that good, though?"
Yeah, I guess that's debatable, but I think that's a debate we may have to hold off on.
And the doctor's being pulled towards his creation. And he's like, "You fool, you're supposed to kill them! You're supposed to destroy them!" And this monster, its head's kind of turning. It's sort of looking at him. And then it reaches forward its head like it's going to kiss him. But it doesn't kiss him. Instead, its mouth opens up wider than you think it should be able to. And it basically bites off his bottom jaw.
Ew!
And blood is spraying and spewing everywhere, and the doctor's flopping around, screaming in pain. And the monster just throws the screaming, flopping doctor to the side.
That was a bad kiss, Doctor.
Oh, he's still howling in pain. Blood's pouring out of the bottom of where the bottom part of his face used to be. And the monster throws back the cover. And that's when you notice the monster's completely nude and well endowed.
So it's not a female monster.
It is not a female monster. No.
Well, I guess a female monster could be well endowed just in other ways.
And there's even stitches around its well endowment.
Also, it could be the good doctor is gay. As I get ready to fight this thing.
I don't think he's very happy. He just lost his jaw.
And the monster pushes itself off the bed and turns to face all of you. And its jaw opens up wider again, and it roars. Roar!
Check, please.
And we probably need to go into initiatives at this point.
So what all happened before we get into battle?
What will happen before we get into battle?
Hi.
They're basically getting ready to fight Frankenstein.
Well, right. Did anything important happen?
Naked, well endowed, maybe homosexual Frankenstein.
Maybe homosexual Frankenstein just bit the bottom of the face off of a doctor.
Punched it, you said?
No, bit his face off.
Practice. Just needs a bit of practice. He'll get used to it.
The doctor tried to have it kill us, and then it tried to kill him.
I was trying to kill us.
I mean, it still might try to kill us.
It did just roar at you.
I don't speak
it
roar.
Could be trying to communicate. Yeah. I didn't take comprehend languages as a level 1 spell.
I don't know if that would work anyway. Did Zarkon roll for initiative?
Have not yet. Hang on. Eight.
Okay. Well, this thing just sprang off the bed and roared in your all's direction. And now, Vex, it's your turn.
All right, so I move uncomfortably back because, well, I'm uncomfortable. Go figure. In the process, I throw the good doctor one of my warlock healing light celestial surges, giving him 4 hit points of healing as a bonus action. And I say, don't worry, doctor. Like I said, maybe it'll be us who save your life.
He stops bleeding.
So
He still doesn't have a bottom jaw.
Yep, I throw him 4 hit points. Then I look over at his girlfriend, air quotes, girlfriend, and turn to my friends, and I'm like, I don't know. Do we need to kill this thing?
Kill it, please.
Okay, so I cast, using a 2nd level spell slot, Flaming Sphere.
Flaming Sphere. Okay.
You want to use fire on a golem?
A fleshy golem.
It could be a zombie.
It could be, very well. Okay.
I don't know what it is. I'm not all metagamey like that.
So what kind of roll does it need to make?
I'm checking real quick, but I'm pretty sure it's a dex
It's
save.
a dex.
Yeah, it's not going to make it.
Okay. So let's see. Dex save, yep, or 2d6 fire. So fire damage is all. Ooh, that's a really good roll. 11 fire damage.
All right. It burns and it raises its hands up in the air like it's afraid of fire. Fire bad!
Definitely Frankenstein.
And yeah, I'm done.
All right. Adrian?
Okay. Since it didn't seem to like fire, I'll 4th level fireball. Dexterity save.
Okay. I'm just going to point out you're probably going to blow up this room because it's a 30 by 50 room, but
I am in the hallway.
I know you're not going to hit your companions.
Some of
But...
us.
Okay. And there goes all that treasure I had planned for you guys.
Oh.
Look what you've done. And he probably also blew up the good doctor.
I like
Wait,
that.
now, didn't he just heal him?
All
little.
of 4 hit points. I mean, I'm sure that 4 hit points will soak up all that fire damage.
31 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Believe it or well, let me check something.
Yeah.
He actually
I
did,
had a few low dice there.
he actually did make his save. I'm kind of surprised. He got a nat 20.
Oh, that explains that.
But there is a big explosion of fire in the middle of this room. Yeah, the doctor is a burnt crisp now. He didn't make his save. But he's not bleeding, at least. And the room is on fire. The back shelves are all on fire at the moment. And the monster still has his hands up in the air. Now he's like, more fire, really bad. And now, Delanos, it's your turn. So fireball went off in your face.
Is it not my turn?
All right.
I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
realize you were back, but you can roll initiative.
We're
I
starting
did.
trouble, Remus.
I did 17, 18, so I would tie with Adrian.
Okay,
The
well then,
warlock's being overly friendly. Our wizard that just blew up knowledge for days.
And
I'm
now
confused.
Remus can go.
This creature, how far is it?
It's like 30 feet away from you.
Well, I'm gonna run into it and I'm gonna attack it with my short sword.
Okay. Is your short sword magical?
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's a 26 to hit.
That will hit.
And is it undead? Because then it would get extra damage. I need to know that.
It is not undead.
All right.
It looks undead, but it's not.
Alrighty.
It also unnecessarily has a bigger dick than all of us combined.
Yes.
Okay.
If
Sure.
Remus is looking.
Yeah. I need to compare. You need to know where you're standing.
He's got you beat.
Fuck.
It's like he's got 4 of them or something.
That's 13 damage.
Damage? Okay. He's
And
like, ow!
And I'm gonna attack again because
Okay.
I can. And that's a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
And he's gonna take again 13 damage.
You're a bad person.
No, I'm not. But we're fighting you, so that's why I'm hitting you.
Okay. Delanos, it's now your turn.
Okay. This thing has developed the ability to speak and understand languages. I'm a little conflicted about killing this thing now. I don't know what I want to do now. I guess I will take a few steps back and you know what? We'll cast some good old magic missile. Can't go wrong with that.
Okay.
So level 1 magic missile to the creature. It's gonna take the maximum damage you can possibly roll, which is 15.
Okay. Ow! Anything else from Delanos?
I'm sorry. I'm just a little confused. I'm sorry. I apologize profusely, but
So am I.
Intended on killing you.
Now it's Zarkon's turn.
Wow.
I will point out this thing's not actually had a turn yet, so it's not attacked anyone in the party. But
How much damage did the doctor take?
the doctor's dead.
Damn.
Well, he
I
had
like the doctor.
Well, he had the bottom half of his face bit off, and then the fireball went off, and he wasn't in it.
I tried to heal him.
And you did heal him a little bit. You stopped his bleeding before he got blown up.
His
And
little
I
waggly
cauterized the wound.
and everything else.
If I cast the max level sleep, can I cast it so it only hits the creature?
Yeah, you can cast it towards the back of the room. Plus, I think it doesn't have to affect your. I don't think sleep has to affect. It's only the people you want it to affect, I believe.
Just says the lowest creature with the lowest HP starts. Is sleep a level 1 spell? Or level
Yes.
2?
Yeah, you can't put me to sleep, so I don't care.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't really matter. So let's just assume. Oh, shit.
You can
But-
pump it for an
okay,
extra
okay.
D8.
Sleep is level 1. Okay, so yeah. 2. So 98. $47.
27 hit points.
47.
47. It drops. It hits the ground.
Okay. Problem solved.
We're still gonna kill this thing?
I don't know. What do you guys want to do? He's asleep now. He's literally the only thing left.
I mean, that feels kind of bad. I don't want to kill anyone who's asleep. That's like really unfair.
I don't know. Is it alive? I mean, the doctor was bringing it to life. So is it like a zombie or like a golem?
It's not. It's not undead. I can tell you that because my sword would have destroyed it.
Or some kind of construct? I don't really know. Maybe we should talk to the doctor about. Never mind. The doctor's not with us anymore.
I like the doctor.
Had you met the doctor before?
No. We were just like getting acquainted and all. Like he seemed really nice. He told me to get the fuck out like several times, but I still liked him.
I helped him with his experiment.
Good job. Yeah, that was really nice until the fireball like disintegrated him. Well, he can't help us anymore.
Are all the books ruined?
Oh, yeah. The books are ruined. There was some equipment and stuff and alchemical supplies. They're all ruined.
I was kidding about the book, Zarkon. It's probably good that they burnt.
Unless they were tomes.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll
I don't
look around
know.
the room anyway, see if we can salvage anything.
Maybe I should wake him up and give him a fair chance to fight.
Sleep. Just let him sleep.
Okay. You could probably piece together enough stuff to put together one group of alchemist supplies.
Sure. I'll take that.
Which you could sell for book price if you don't want it. You could even find like a leather.
Dabble.
Even find like a leather satchel that's slightly singed.
Leather satchel, anyone?
Well, you could put the alchemist supplies in the leather satchel if you wanted to.
Yes.
And there is always the door that the doctor came through.
Yes. Let's take a peek through there, shall we?
Yep.
Or probably should slay the zombie thing. I
Should we
know
slay
it was
it?
sentient and it was probably incredibly nice. But
Well, I have the feeling we should
wakes
wake
up,
it
I
up
don't-
we should wake it up and give him a fair fight.
I don't know. It did kind of bite the guy's jaw off, which was not real cool.
But it didn't attack
Yes,
me.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not too enthusiastic about.
I'm going to
giving
use
me
Green Flame
any
Blade
fixes
on
either.
the thing.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
Roll to hit with advantage.
I got a 27.
That will hit because it only has an armor class of 9.
Poor thing.
Since
It takes critical damage, by the way.
Yeah.
Why does it take critical damage?
Because it's unconscious.
Oh.
Uh, 15, and 15 points of slashing and 11 points of fire.
It is no longer sleeping because it is dead. Hacked up and burning green flames.
I move my burning sphere over it, flaming sphere.
Okay.
Just to make sure, because we're burning everything anyhow.
Okay. And then what do you guys want to do?
We're going to check out the back room.
All right.
Okay. It's a small stone room. It appears like it was a bedroom. There is a desk with a bunch of notes and papers on it.
I got a 27 to investigate.
Okay. Where do you look? You'll find a strong box underneath the desk. Inside of that, you'll find 200 silver pieces. And one potion of lightning resist, or a potion of resistance / lightning. Other than that, you just find basically this guy is sort of, some food, a couple of jugs of water, and like I said, a bunch of papers, which are all sort of semi-scientific stuff and mad ramblings.
I take a good look at the doctor. I know that he was intensely burned, but does he have any jewelry, rings, necklaces, any sort of insignia that if we were to show it to someone else, they might know who he was or is?
The only thing you find on him is the remains of a blackened and bent monocle that he wore.
I will retrieve that just in case we want to bring it to his community college or something.
Remus is going to yell out for Tiny Tony. He's going to yell, Tiny Tony, come here, please. We need you.
I gotta dip out early, guys.
Okay. All right. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Tiny Tony!
Zarkon walks out and leaves. While you guys are looking through that other room, suddenly, Tony appears out in the hallway. He heard you. He's like, yes?
Oh, thank God you're here. How are you?
I'm okay.
Oh, that's great. See, I made a new friend, or we did, rather, and kind of, you know how things happen here, and we kind of, he burned to death. Can you tell that, management, and they take care of him, kind of bring him back or something? Because it was really nice. He kind of lived here, and we kind of introverted.
I can tell management, but I seriously doubt they'll bring this guy back. I mean, it's in the contract when he signed the lease for the room. He's kind of on his own.
Oh, man. Yeah, no idea what we can do about this guy.
Nothing. That would be the most optimal thing.
Go through his pockets for loose change. I mean, he's like, I don't know this guy's personal contract or his situation. I could look into it, but I mean, it's not impossible. It was in his contract that he's to be raised if something happened to him, but usually people don't go for that, but he might have.
Oh, well, then just tell management.
We could dissolve the body in acid just to be safe. I mean, there was that big pool.
No. Why?
No?
Why would we do that? No.
I don't know. I just thought it was fun to do.
Yeah, can you tell management, and they can do whatever they do with that, buddy?
Yeah, I will do that. He's like, we are aware of what goes on down here, so you don't have to, I mean, no offense, I'm not mad or anything, but you don't have to, stop and tell me every time you guys go in a room and kill everybody and destroy things and take their gold and stuff. I mean,
just like seeing you too. I haven't seen you all evening, so.
Tony, he has a crush on you.
No, I don't, but you're a nice dude. You gave me a drink the other day. That's really cool, so. Greetings to your family.
Sure. Okay.
That's it. Bye.
All right. Well, good to see you again, Remus. And Tiny Tony will make his way back down the hallway.
All right. Somebody has some explaining to do. Is this some sort of...
He was a halfling, by the way. In a tuxedo.
Is this some sort of amusement park?
Oh, yeah, it is. It is. You basically, how I understand it, you get this Tiny Tony ticket from Tiny Tony, as we just saw. And you come here, and then you basically kill everything you see, and you take all the stuff that you can carry, basically. Or you die. I mean, the creatures in here are being paid to kind of fight us, and all the things that they drop, we get to keep. So.
Are there leprechauns here?
No, Jubei's not here.
So no pots of gold.
So let me.
Well, we did find a lot of gold.
Tony
will have to.
Tony will appear back in the doorway. He's kind of leaning against the door jamb.
So let me get this straight. We don't actually have to worry about not killing things because their entire purpose of existence is to get killed or kill things.
Well, no, they have families and stuff. Like, it's their job. I just feel bad about killing like a sleeping creature. That's really, really cowardly. So I'm not gonna do that because it's cowardly. Did I say that already? Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Huh.
Tony's like, Remus did the best explanation that Remus could give from Remus's limited experience, but that's not exactly how it works here.
Yeah, exactly what I said.
It would appear to work that way from an outsider's point of view, but no, there aren't things here just to die for your pleasure.
Okay, so perhaps you
What?
can explain to me what's going on here because, Remus, he downplays a lot of things.
Okay.
What does
And I know
that
he
mean?
tries.
Okay.
I mean, what does it mean?
If I remember correctly, all of you are from the plane where the city of Illumina, from the Airwood, from the city of Illumina is.
Not necessarily, but I don't know where I'm from.
Well, that's where you came most recently. That may not be where you're from originally. But this Airwood world, Illumina, whatever, is all in a demi-plane, basically an offshoot of the primary material plane. If any of this makes any sense to any of you. Remus?
Yes, it
Nope.
does.
No idea.
I'm very well versed in the extra dimensional travel. Please
That-
continue.
That sounds actually exactly like what I said.
Travel is my specialty.
The plane you were on is a private personal plane that was created by I'll just say some powerful individuals, i.e. management. And the maze here was created as part of that plane. The rooms within the maze are, I'm dumbing this down some, but I'll say the rooms here are rented out to private individuals for their own nefarious purposes. They get
these are okay.
Yeah, amusement park.
These are basically tenants or clients, if you prefer. We don't care what they do.
They live here?
Some do, some don't. Some just use them. Like the good doctor did not live here permanently. He just lived here part-time. However, this is the doorways in the maze open into sort of demi-planes within a demi-plane. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, I'm not getting it.
Okay.
And
it all makes perfect sense.
And sometimes the doors open into other planes of existence. It depends on what the contract has. And these quote-unquote rooms or portals, they're different in different circumstances. They, believe it or not, despite your own experiences here, do offer a certain element of privacy and even safety to the people that are beyond, or the people that initially rented the room. Some people live in them. Some people use them for storage. Some people use them for prisons. Some people use them for all kinds of things. Management generally doesn't care for the most part, as long as there's nothing destructive to the maze or to the plane that the maze is a part of. However,
how much is it for a room?
It's different per contract depending on what is wanted for the room. The doctor's here was fairly mundane, not too much, about 500 gold if my memory serves. However, all of this is rather expensive. But those who lease rooms here get a cut deal because they know that there is the opportunity, or there is the chance, that adventurers such as yourselves will come along. Most of them are fine with that because they have egos thinking, oh, well, I can deal with any adventurers. Because even though they would have adventurers to deal with or some such other dangers from the hallway, they do receive a certain amount of protections from other things.
Huh, I'm not getting any of that. But you said demi-plane or demi-plane. Does it mean it's like a quarter plane?
No, it doesn't quite.
More like a half plane.
It doesn't quite work that way. On top of this, the management of the maze also makes money by paying adventurers paying them to come here. Now, not just any adventurers are paid to come here. For example, a lot of you have only, well, a group from Illumina at least, only paid one time. And
we get the Tiny Tony ticket.
And you got the Tiny Tony ticket. You got here originally by accident. You were not invited here. But the person who was basically working the door at the time thought you had been invited here and let you all in for a group from Illumina in the first time. Now, by all rights of the way things work around here, all of you should have been turned away and not been allowed to come back in here anymore. But I'm kind of the man on the scene. I'm not the boss or the bosses. I'm not on the board. But
are you management?
I am sort of middle management. I oversee the day-to-day things, and I've kind of taken a liking to you guys, and so I've let you come back for free, which is why I've given you the Tiny Tony tickets. And you're only on the higher. You're only on the higher levels. It's not like you're down deep where the really big bad stuff is yet. So I've not been worried about it so far.
I'm so honored to meet you, Tiny Tony. Like middle management person. That is a real honor. Thank you for the ticket. And tell me, Tiny Tony. The maze has like several levels. If I remember correctly, there were like 20 or something.
There are currently 20 levels.
Huh. So, what level are we on right now?
You're on the third.
Ah, third. Okay.
You went down another flight of stairs. You're on the third currently.
Oh. Okay. What is on the 20th level?
Don't spoil the fun now, do you?
Usually, do you really want to know?
Are you on the 20th level, Tiny Tony?
Do what?
No, I'm not gonna fight Tiny Tony. I'm out. Yeah, I do want to know because that's why I'm asking.
Well,
everyone who doesn't want to know can not listen.
We have to have a goal to work towards.
Let me think. I think there's currently a couple of openings to various levels of hell.
Nice. Hell.
And some other planes of existence that I don't think I should go into at the moment.
That sounds like Illumina.
And I can't remember if the dragon's on the 18th, 19th, or 20th level. But there's definitely a dragon chamber down there somewhere.
Huh. Okay.
And then the Lich is on the 19th level. I remember that.
What about the Tarrasque?
There could be a Tarrasque found off of the 20th level. Currently. That might change. We're currently building a 21st level.
So do the floors sometimes move? Or do the rooms sometimes move, or are they completely stationary?
The rooms themselves don't normally move around. The doors might, though.
Ooh, exciting.
But you've got to realize, once you go through a door, you're basically entering another plane of existence. So we can kind of put the doors anywhere. I mean, I could take, for instance, the door to the dragon's chamber and put it up on the first floor if I wanted to. But we don't normally do that for safety's sake.
And that would get you fired.
It might.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Especially if the dragon got out and killed everything else in the first floor.
Especially if it was a fire-breathing dragon.
Well, yeah. I mean, we have ways of dealing with that here if we have to, but that would generally involve upper management, and they're busy most of the time, and if they had to become personally involved, yeah, I might lose my job.
Are the management
if we blow up a room, it doesn't affect the hallway?
It could, if the explosion was big enough. But generally something like that I could handle, or my crew could handle. If you did serious damage to the maze, yeah, then upper management would become involved, and that would not be good for anyone. And no, upper management are not gods.
So can I get an application?
An application for what?
Oh, to work here. It sounds amazing.
That sounds actually really amazing. I agree with that.
You do know that there is a certifiable chance that somebody will barge in while you're alone and kill you.
No, it's not for a room to rent, but like a job, like upper management job.
You still realize there's a certifiable chance that somebody will run into the room that you're hiding in and kill you.
We could be Tiny Tony's interns.
Oh my god.
No offense against anyone here, but I don't think you're quite what's the words? How to put this kindly?
Tiny Tony travelers. I got it.
Not that you're not the right material, but I don't think you're quite powerful enough, I guess would be the way to put it, to work here.
Fair enough. How powerful are you?
Powerful enough to be middle management.
Huh. Yeah, I understand that. That is enough. Can we go on now?
And
what is the minimum amount of magic you have to be able to cast to be considered from middle management?
Okay. I like how we're just basically applying for a job now.
for middle management? No. Can you cast a wish spell?
No.
Oro can.
Oh, I wish.
I don't think that's what he means. Or is that it? Is that it?
I
Is
mean-
that enough?
I mean, I wish all the time, but nothing actually happens.
Well, then you're not middle management material.
Oh, have you wished for
Sorry.
something with the spell?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now I'm kind of wishing this conversation would end.
Well, no, but that's the
Yes.
same way we wish too. That doesn't. Oh, my head hurts.
Yes, I have
Yes.
wished stuff before. It's been a while.
Huh.
You're lucky
Well,
he
I
just
hear
didn't
that
use the
spells hurts the caster. Is that true?
It can. And it's also a very dangerous spell to use because if not worded correctly, all kinds of nasty things can happen. But I'm not getting paid by the hour. I'm salary employee, which kind of sucks, especially at holidays.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I do like you guys.
I like you too.
You're more fun than the usual lot that comes through here.
What's the usual lot like?
Oh, well, they're usually quite a bit more powerful than you guys. I don't think we've
No.
ever had anyone from the Airwood before. We get lots of folks from Greyhawk, and they're usually stoic and dour and kind of sour and
I know Stoic.
not
You
that
know,
kind of-
a stoic.
Oh. Well, it was nice meeting you. Again, Tiny Tony.
Okay, but and he'll look to Delanos and says, like, does that answer all your basic questions?
Yes, so basically it's a monster hotel, but you invite people to come and clean the place out from time to time.
Yes.
So when we come in, we're like, it's like we do work here. We're like the maids.
Kind
That
of.
makes actually sense. But I don't want to be a maid.
And at least on the levels you've reached so far, you know, we don't mind if you take treasure and things like that. Plus, look at the other way. While it might seem a negative from one point of view, from our point of view, whenever you all clean out a room, it just means we got another room to charge somebody else.
Yeah. Hey, Tiny Tony, can you restore the items that kind of like got burned away? Because we kind of fucked this up.
Don't say we.
Yeah, like Adrian did, but no offense. Like some of them, because that was unexpected.
In theory, I could, at least to a certain extent, but it's kind of against the contract.
But I don't have a contract with you.
No, you don't, but the doctor did.
So what would happen somebody rented out a room, but then when these adventurers came through and cleared it out, that person wasn't there when they cleared it out. So, like, would the room still be theirs when they came back?
It would be.
Okay, because they weren't killed.
Correct.
Okay, that makes perfect sense.
And not all of the people that are in the room do we actually have the contract with. It could be someone else. Like
So they could have a contract to keep someone else in the room.
Yeah.
Oh, like a prison.
Well, like a prison or minions or whatever. Like a while back, some group from Illumina killed a bunch of kobolds up in the top floor. We didn't have a contract with the kobolds. We had a contract with a wizard who put the kobolds there.
Huh. They were no, I don't know that. Never mind. That was Myra.
And if I remember, he actually looks at his wrist at a little band that's there, and he's like, in a room you all just went through, the last room before coming here. Yeah, that was a private chamber for someone we have a contract with, and that room's still there for them. We might block off the door temporarily to, if they want to fix anything or change anything, but
So
they have to find a new mimic.
Well, that's their concern. They knew the chances when they signed the contract.
So was that extra then for them to have the door blocked off for a little bit?
No. Usually, if there's been some damage done or people killed or whatever, we will block off the door until we can ascertain what they want to do with the room. But that's only temporary. We don't block off the door permanently. They know what they're in for when they sign their contract.
Oh, Tiny Tony, can we pay you like to restore like some of the items, like as if we were like actually buying them? So that would not be like maybe not against the contract.
That would still be against the contract.
Oh God.
And no offense, I don't think you could afford me.
And who do we need to talk to if we want to rent a room?
Me?
Okay. I'll talk to you about that later.
I really don't think you want to rent a room here, though.
Oh, I got some ideas.
I can't possibly fathom what ideas an Asimar with your complexity would want to do with that room.
Well, let's go on, shall we? Or actually, no. It's 10.
Actually, yeah, it's 10. I'm going to call it it's close enough. I'm going to call it for the night. Everybody gets 2 XP. Well, not Jeb. He got 1, but he left early.
So, Ty?
Yes.
I'm going to talk with Tiny Tony. I'm going to try to reserve a room. It can be on the first floor.
Okay.
And this is what I want to do with the room.
Okay.
Oh, I like that show.
I can't hear it.
You put a link to it.
Oh, okay.
Invader Zim. A room with a moose.
Exactly. So I want to pay him to rent. It can be a relatively small room, as long as, there's enough room for a moose.
You want a room with a moose?
Yep.
Okay. Well, first of all, you do realize that at any point in time, someone could come in and kill the moose.
Just let me know if I have to go find another moose. Because if I have to find another moose, then I have to find another moose.
Do you have a moose now?
I don't, but I imagine I could go adventuring and find a moose.
You're also probably aware that you have to feed it too. Like, I don't think they feed whatever is locked in there.
No, we're not going to feed your moose.
So I can't get it in the contract. Maybe like a ongoing fee for like stable fees.
All right, Ty, I gotta go.
Okay. Have a
Thank
good
you very
night.
much for the game. Sorry,
You're welcome.
Give me our
sorry
tiny
for the AFKs. Bye.
Tony will tell you. Okay, the base price for a small room on the first floor is going to be 500 gold a month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I suppose I could work it into the contract that somebody comes in every day and feeds and cleans up after your moose. But that would be an extra 100 gold a month. So it'll be a total of 600 gold a month. And that's for a small room. I'll give you like a 20 by 20 cell, basically.
That sounds perfect.
And keep in mind, you pay this money and you sign this contract. Day one, if somebody walks in and kills your moose, that's on you. It's not our problem. We're not going to save your moose.
Okay, but
We're not going to get you another moose.
But can I forego the stable fees until I get a new moose in there?
Yes, you can do that. It would just be 500 gold a month.
Excellent.
Just for the room. Or do you want to wait until you have a moose before you even get the room?
You know what? That's probably a good idea. It might take me a while to find a moose.
Very well, then.
You're so smart, Tony.
Look up, I believe the wizard in your plane is Teluthius. Look him up and have him send you here. And yeah, have him send you to the front gate, the front door. And if I'm not there, the person at the front door can call for me. And we will get a contract going. You are a weird individual.
Thank you.
But I deal with lots of weird individuals.
And I didn't catch that. Was Teluthius somewhere in Illumina?
He was the
He was
wizard.
the guy that sent us through, though. The guy reading the book.
Yeah, with a mirror.
Excellent. Once I find a moose, I'll be sure to return to you.
He will hand you a business card. It's a very nice business card, very nice paper. In the middle of it, it's got little gold letters that say Tiny Tony.
And I will stick it in my cleavage.
All right, that is it for the night. Oh, we actually have 3 viewers. Wow. It's more than usual. Well, we've only got 3 players. Now 2, for that matter.
Thanks for running, Ty.
Yeah, thank you guys for playing, and that will be it for the night. And thanks, the watchers. I hope you've had some entertainment. And I will see you guys in the world of Illumina again soon, hopefully.